I am not taking personal readings at this time. Please do not get scammed by people posing as me in the comments section. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. So today's reading is all about how your luck is changing or improving, inspired by the month of July and this Cancer season, which is what this reading was originally focusing on, reading that energy. But intuitively, I was told to make this a timeless reading. So it doesn't matter if you see this after July, doesn't matter if you see this next year, doesn't matter when you see this. This reading will still apply to your energy in terms of how your luck is improving, with the blessings and good news on the way, no matter when you come across this reading. And it was inspired by this Cancer new moon, which we dove into pretty deeply over on Patreon, and I saw this huge wave of new conscious awareness hitting the conscious collective. And so I did a reading over on Patreon to pick a card about the new spiritual powers that you guys are coming into, what that means, how that's manifesting, what that looks like. Also, that reading focused on channeled messages coming from your soul. So that was a very interesting reading. If you feel like you've been downloading some new knowledge or wisdom or information spiritually from the cosmos, from your higher self, from the universe, it could be that you are tapping into some new spiritual powers. So if you are interested in that reading, as well as that astrology forecast, is up over on Patreon, which you can find linked down below. Also too, I wanted to tell you guys, let you know about an upcoming pick a card reading that I'll be posting the next few days, because it's already recorded and edited and all of that, but it's actually channeled messages from the Orisha Mother Oya. And the reason that I'm telling you guys about this is because if you're seeing this before I post that Oya pick a card, she wanted me to give you guys a heads up. So maybe if you're not as familiar with her and her energy, and you're going to be checking out that pick a card, to take a little bit of time to research her, look into her, get to know her energy before hearing those messages. So if you are hearing about this pick a card before I posted the Oya pick a card, it's for a reason. There's specifically some messages in that reading for you, but she wants you specifically for some reason to get to know her a little bit better before even hearing the messages that she has for you in that pick a card. Because I never talk about pick a cards before I post them. Normally I just kind of like to surprise you guys, but she told me specifically to do that. It's a lot of intuitive information coming through with this Cancer season. So anyways, now let's just jump straight into the disclaimers and the meditation. So obviously this is a general reading, meaning that it will resonate with who it is meant to resonate with. Tarot does not control or dictate your life. If you hear something that you do not like and think that you are just doomed to that reality, you are not using my readings correctly. I conduct these readings for confirmation and not answers. If you hear something for the first time, please do not take that message without receiving further confirmation from your higher self, intuition, and spiritual team. And please realize that at the end of the day, these readings, my pick a cards from my channel specifically, are here to serve or pass information on to you that you already possess. So these card readings should feel like you are remembering some sort of a deep soul truth, and that is where that resonance will come from. So just know that your free will and what you choose to do with that free will and your choices will determine your life outcomes, not a pick a card reading on YouTube. So please be responsible, be accountable for your own actions, and use this as a guide to help decipher the messages that your spiritual team has been trying to send you all along. For those of you that would like to participate in this meditation, again, this is a general reading for the collective. So in order for this reading to resonate with you personally, you've got to be synced into the energy of this reading, because these cards are synced into your energy. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye and not your physical ones, I'm going to be offering a 60-second meditation. Halfway into that meditation, I will be placing a combination of crystals and pendulums on the piles here. For those that like to pick piles with objects on them, after the clairvoyant pile selection, there will be a clairaudient selection where I play a different tone for each pile, and you can select a pile based off of which tone resonates with you the most. If you're drawn to another pile, that's because there is another message for you in that pile. So if you are ready, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet. Work that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head, then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds, hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can receive confirming messages about the good news and blessings on its way to you soon. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. On pile 1 is apophyllite. On pile 2 is a green aventurine pendulum. On pile 3 is a aquamarine pendulum. On pile 4 is an opalite pendulum. On pile 5 is green opal. Welcome to your reading. So we are going to be starting off with your tarot cards before pulling some additional oracle cards on camera to see what blessings this July/Cancer season have in store for you. Happy birthday to all of my Cancers out there, and happy early birthday to my Leos. Happy post-birthday to all my Geminis. Let's get started with the with your tarot cards here. See what we've got going on. So the very first card that we have for you is Strength in Reverse. Then we've got the Emperor upright. And then the Two of Swords. Okay. Before I even get started, it's very interesting. Something that I'm picking up here, pile one, is some of you guys are not necessarily asking anymore, but you're kind of demanding in July. You're going to be much more demanding, a little less cooperative. You're not really going to be worried about putting on your charm with the Strength card in reverse. You're going to be more so in your Emperor energy than Strength card. And I see you guys trying to, with this Two of Swords right here, you guys trying to decide between, do I want to handle the situation like the Strength card or handle the situation like the Emperor card? So there's some sort of event that's going to be happening in July for my pile ones, where you guys are going to have to decide between using your Strength versus using your Emperor card energy. And I see you guys more so deciding to go with your Emperor card energy since this is upright. But you could as well still be making the decision between using your more so Strength quality, Strength energy, but it's going to be in reverse. So there's something about this Strength card in reverse for me that just feels extremely sweet. Very sweet, very gentle. It's like you can turn it off and on and know exactly what to say. Like, it's like you have the right words to say in the right moments to the right people, the right advice to give, the right counsel. Also a lot of respect too as well coming to you in July. So yeah, another thing that I'm picking up here, pile one, is that you definitely do not have to be patient anymore. July is a month for you where whatever you've been waiting on that seemed to not budge, it seemed like there was no progress, is finally loosening up for you. Strength in reverse is a window of opportunity opening up for you as well, pile one, because Strength upright, it talks about this undeniable bond between woman and lion, and in reverse, whatever had this strong stance or strong defense is now subdued pretty much. And this is what I'm saying. It's like you're going to have this effect or this ability on people. And I actually did a exclusive Patreon pick a card that I just posted a couple of days ago, because what we talked about over on Patreon was that Cancer new moon horoscope. And what I was saying was like new spiritual powers that a lot of the conscious collective was waking up to. So there was like this new wave of spiritual awareness that I saw for the conscious collective. I'm not talking about everybody. I mean people that are on a conscious journey. You're living consciously. So those people, that collective of people trying to live a conscious lifestyle, there was like this new wave of spiritual awareness that came in from that Cancer new moon. And so I did a reading specifically looking into that energy, what new powers you guys may be gaining, how your soul has healed itself based off of that Cancer new moon, because that's what happened with a lot of that energy. Was the soul was trying to heal us. It was working to heal us, and it was doing it without us being involved. What I saw with the Cancer new moon. Anyways, so yeah, what I'm actually saying with you guys as well, pile one, is that you guys are actually taking on a new spiritual ability as well when it comes to you really learning how. This Strength card in reverse is saying you're getting very, very good at how to use your presence, use your energy, use your magic. You're getting extremely good at that. You know how to especially work with people and deal with people and work with situations. You know, like you're not the one to panic. Maybe you've always been like that, but even if you were somebody where back in the day maybe used to panic or get a little afraid or anxious or something like that, that's something that's not happening anymore. Basically, it's like you have a lot more faith in yourself with how to handle situations case by case. And you take everything case by case and you really deal with it with this sort of stoic response, almost with this Emperor card right here. And there's something about you that feels very safe, and you get a lot of respect for that in July, I'm seeing. It's almost as though you're able to influence other people's energy, decisions. I mean, it's like, it's really strong energy here that I'm picking up in July, that my pile ones, you're taking on like the spiritual ability to be able to disarm somebody. So like, let's just say, for example, that you worked in like customer service and there was somebody that was like going the fuck off, right? They were just going off on one of your other like coworkers, and you walk up and basically, I don't know, it's just something about either your presence or what you say where you're able to approach the situation and legitimately get them to calm down where no one else could before. And so it was just like, it's like you're able to figure out the right words to say in the right situations in July, and essentially getting what you want. You're using this charm to get whatever the hell you want in July. There's also another ability here too as well, in July for you. And not just in July, but this is like this new gift getting introduced to you in July. It's not just going to be a gift that only sticks with you for this month, but you're getting introduced to that gift this July. Another thing that I'm seeing is you just being able to, again, just disarm someone. So it's like somebody that may have like some walls up, or they're very cautious, especially about new people. There's something about new people as well, pile one. So I don't know if you're meeting a bunch of new people this month, or if that's something that's in store for you. Maybe you're doing a lot of traveling or more socializing this month. But basically, you guys are going to be able to get people to loosen up. That's what this feels like. This feels like you basically getting people, someone that's really wound up to loosen up, someone that's really tense to calm down and relax. So it's like whatever sort of vibration you want to put out, whatever you want to influence someone to feel, you're going to be able to do that in July. And this is going to be like sort of like the introduction to this new sort of spiritual ability or gift, if you didn't have this already. So like I said, this is why basically pile one, like you definitely don't have to be patient anymore. Wherever life seems stuck or stagnant, there's now going to be some progress. Anything that seemed like it wasn't budging before, you're moving with this very Pisces sort of energy where you're able to sort of dissolve whatever blockages were in the way. Your energy, your vibration alone is doing that. So something happened to your vibration on that Cancer new moon, and it is sort of just subduing and disarming everything around you. Whatever may have had the strong stance or strong defense is now subdued. Whatever was a hard no before is not feeling as stubborn or as sure of that no. So there is somewhere that you're going to be able to move your way into where you could not before. So for example, this could be like, let's just say a company that you wanted to work at for a long time, but there were no openings, but someone leaves or maybe gets transferred and a space becomes available for you to move in. So yeah, we're totally in retrograde season for you, because for you, these major planets, Saturn, Pluto, and now Neptune being retrograde, is opening doors for you that were nailed shut before. You may have been born with a couple or several generational planets retrograde in your natal chart. Those would be Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. You may also have Saturn retrograde in your natal chart, Jupiter retrograde. Doesn't have to be, but this retrograde energy is working a lot of magic for you, pile one. There may be someone that you essentially win over as well in July that is usually a bit standoffish or not very approachable. Another thing that I'm picking up is strength returning to you as well, especially with this Emperor sitting beside it. This Emperor to me is screaming one thing, that there's a new position for you with prestige attached to it. So my pile ones, if you have been waiting for things to open up at work, to get promoted, to create waves of opportunity, engagement, income, that is being literally given to you. This Emperor energy is you, pile one, and it's interesting because you couldn't make a decision on something for a while with this Two of Swords right here. And actually, that indecision for you specifically was a huge blessing in disguise. You may have been upset with yourself for not knowing what to do or for not being able to settle on a choice. But sometimes doing nothing is the best thing. And you are going to see in July, pile one, why you not moving forward and you not forcing yourself to make a decision that you weren't ready to make was a massive blessing in disguise. Some of my pile ones, you have had to deal with being almost like second runner up with this Two of Swords right here. In the past, like maybe you've been, just using an example, let's just go back to that original example, that maybe you were applying to a place that you really wanted to work at and it was between you and this other very qualified person, right? So you may have gotten used to in the past being in these situations where there is a choice between you and someone else, or you and something else. And so it's like, that is another thing that is a blessing coming to you in July, is the fact that one is the indecision. The indecision that you have had for the last 3 months, I'm hearing specifically, was a big blessing in disguise. Some of you have dealt with indecision all this year of 2022. That was a blessing in disguise. But also too as well, just there's a blessing coming through where you're not going to be like second runner up is the best way that I can describe it. It's like you're going to be the first choice. You're going to go from being that second runner up to first choice, or you're going to put yourself in a position where you're no longer people's choice. You know, go where you're appreciated, right? So if there was some indecision that you've been dealing with, it's a really good thing because you weren't supposed to move. You weren't supposed to move. You weren't supposed to decide or chase after something. This position, opportunity, or whatever is finally opening up for you was supposed to come to you. So this thing was always supposed to fall in your lap and be offered to you. You wouldn't have been able to accept this offer, invite, opportunity, or chance if you would have forced yourself to make a decision before that did not feel right for you. So this July, those options that you had before that you did not like or were not interested in or couldn't decide on will reveal to you why you didn't have like good options before. So the universe wanted you to stay right where you were so you could accept this opportunity that's coming to you. And this is why you've been stuck in one place for a while, pile one, with this Two of Swords right here, but not after July. After July, you will not be stuck. You're not going to be stuck. Wherever you have felt sort of like glued to before, you're not going to feel like that after July. Let's see. Let's start to get some oracle cards here on blessings coming to you. Okay, so we have yang energy. So this is very masculine energy when we're dealing with yang, and we do have the Emperor down here for you. So there's also something as well about masculine energy. For me, for some reason, this yang card is coming through as like assurance. Somebody being sure, somebody choosing you. I don't know why. It's underneath the deck is why. Okay, like I said, there's like somebody choosing you, or there's something where it's like it's a choice. Because I don't know why I'm picking that up with this yang card, but that's one of the blessings coming through. So there could be some sort of masculine coming into your life. Maybe that is like the one that's supposed to make a decision on you. So like, I don't know if you guys are maybe going for an interview, or it could be anything where it's like maybe you are almost trying to sell yourself in a way. So there could be some sort of masculine that you have to win over, because I keep picking up you guys winning somebody over in July as well. So there could definitely be some sort of masculine that you have to win over. But another thing with this yang card right here is another blessing that's coming for you. It sounds like this blessing in disguise, some sort of masculine, a male figure, masculine energy coming through and speaking up for you in a way. Also, too, this yang card feels very magician-like, very magic-like. So this is also you guys as well being able to direct your intentions with a lot of assurance, with a lot of faith, with a lot of like confidence in the fact that when I call something out, it's coming in to me, or it's coming towards me. So there's just, with yang energy, it's very sure. It's a very masculine energy is extremely sure of itself. It's extremely direct when it is upright. You know, when masculine energy is healthy, it is extremely short. It's extremely decisive, and it knows exactly what it wants, and it does not stop until it obtains that thing. So you guys are dealing with people in July that are very sure of what they want, very clear-headed. Again, we have this Two of Swords, so there's just more so of that coming through, where it's like you're not dealing with indecision anymore, and you're also not dealing with indecisive people anymore. So some of my pile ones, you've been dealing with indecisive people. That's another thing that's changing as well. So it may have been this question here, why, that you've been struggling to answer, struggling to get clarity on for a while. I'm actually going to leave this out for you as well. But there's something that's coming through that's going to make something extremely easy to decide on or move in on. Let's see, let's get some, I want to get some career cards for you guys. This Emperor is making me feel like my pile ones have a very career-driven month, a very career, finance blessed month. See, pile one. Windfall, see? It says you are about to receive a windfall of money or a pay raise. Yeah, money is currently in a positive cycle. This is a great time to treat yourself or make that big purchase. Okay, so some of you guys have been waiting to make a big purchase. Maybe that's what it is that you guys are trying to decide about. It could have something to do with where you live, or maybe like a vehicle, or making some other sort of big purchase. Maybe it's like investing in you, investing in your future, investing in your education or your professional career. Let's get another one. Let's get one more. The people you spend the most time with shape who you are. And then it says under here, unreliable. See, so there's some confusion regarding money. People are not following through on their promises and not paying on time. Expected money may not materialize. This may be what some of you guys were dealing with, because it's 2 cards. I'm going to put them back. But this may have been what you guys were dealing with this why, because I keep picking up some sort of a question, like a big question mark. So let's see. Let me just try to get one single one. Oh, Justice. Oh, wait. I'm going to show you guys all these cards that fell out. Justice came out by itself, but Justice here says something in your life needs to be brought into alignment. Your career may be in law, such as police, military, in courts, or the criminal justice. Be sure to be honest and ethical in money matters, or you will face the consequences. So there's even Justice. There's more balance coming to your the financial area of your life. And with this windfall card over here, I don't know if you guys have been spending more money than what you're making, or if there's been a lot of money going out lately, but there is a balance coming into that where it's like you're not going to be spending more than what you're making. You're not going to be spending as much money anymore. It's going to be like a flip where it's like you're making more money than what you're able to spend. Look at what's under the deck. Success will find you. Let me show you guys these other cards too. Like I said, I'm not going to keep them out, but, oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so we have health, patience, be a sport. This other one came out. Embrace the wisdom of the unknown. See, question mark again. Embrace the wisdom of the unknown. Don't try to answer every single question. It's again with that question mark with your pile. It just keeps coming through. Okay, let's see. The other one that we have here is health. It says some situation that needed resolution will be resolved and healed. Consider careers in the medical field, massage therapy, or any healing work. It is time to replenish your energy and fully energize to prepare for what is next. You guys have another big chapter that's coming in next as well, which is what this Emperor and Yang card could be talking about as well. That could be another thing that you're trying to make a decision about. Do I go off on this new direction, on this new path, or do I stay where I'm at? That is just a very big question mark that is totally getting answered in July, or you're going to have a much easier time kind of figuring out the way that you should go in July with all this information and clarity coming in. Then we also have here patience, and it says divine timing is at hand. It will require having faith while you are shown the way. You may feel tired and out of balance. The universe is forcing you to rest. Sorry, my camera cut off. The universe is forcing you to rest and recover. Money may be slow in coming in or unsatisfied with your finances. This is what's getting balanced. This is what's getting. It's just going to take a little bit of patience for some of you. Patience card for some reason doesn't feel like all of you. It just feels like some of you. Some of you will need to be a little bit patient to see that balance come in when it comes to your finances and your profession. For some of you as well, you're trying to decide between. I literally just saw it. Okay, thank you for that visual. Some of you are literally trying to decide between taking a little bit of maybe like a pay cut over maybe like the next few months, where it's like you may what is that called when you're like what is that called when you kind of work for free, but it's so you can get those, like a good recommendation or get the connections that you need to get. Some of you guys are trying to decide, do I take this hit now so I can put myself in a better position later? Do I take up a second job maybe so I can put myself in a better position within the next few months or by next year? Do I go back to school so I can have a chance at getting that promotion or getting that better job, making more money? Some of you are trying to decide between like working, not pro bono, what the hell is that called? But just being, I guess, like in that environment, being around those people, making connections, learning the ropes. It's like the experience that you acquire is worth the money, it's like the experience that you acquire is another way of getting paid, essentially. Internship, that's what it's called. Thank you. Okay. So some of you may be deciding between some sort of like an internship something in order to put yourself in a better situation. And it may be a little financially tight, or you may be wondering, like, do I invest half of my savings right now into this because I really do believe in this? Like, you're on the money with something. You definitely are. Whatever it is that you're thinking, like, if I sacrifice right now, hopefully this sacrifice is going to pay off later. I am telling you, pile one, it will. Like, it definitely will. Then we have here, be a sport. It says you're being asked to have more fun or focus on being a team player. You could be great at any sports career or in the field of health and fitness. Improve your finances by considering working as a team or doing collaborations. Some of you could be deciding between that as well. Do I work with this other person? Like, are they good to work with? And then, yeah, success will find you underneath the deck. So you guys your victory is definitely assured. It's totally not something that you have to worry about. Let's see, for those of you guys in relationships, or if you're interested in relationships, let's just do a little love. Well, let me pull these ones instead. I don't know why I'm pulling for this, but relationships kept coming up in that exclusive Patreon. Pick a card as well. So, okay, let's see. What did we get? Release your ex and keep an open mind. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And then we have keep an open mind. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So you guys, for sure when it comes to, there could be some sort of closure as well when it comes to releasing your ex and finally being done with that situation. That could be another blessing that's coming in. And keeping an open mind is like, there could be again, another like hidden blessing kind of where you guys maybe meet somebody that you're not entirely sure where it's going to go. You're not entirely sure if maybe like the chemistry is there, but the more that you get to know them, the more that you see maybe how much you guys have in common, or how much you actually really like this person, or how much you actually really respect this person. And underneath the deck, we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So this is another thing that's being blessed for you. So some of you have taken a break from dating because you're trying to focus on your professional life. You're trying to focus on your education, your money. You're trying to really set yourself up, because some of you guys, you want to seriously date. You don't want to just go out here and have fun. Maybe strength would be upright if that was the case. But with the Emperor right here being upright, it's like you guys are, for those of you that want to date or are looking to date, it seems like you guys are trying to find a real situation where you can continue to build with someone else, because you guys do seem pretty ambitious with this Emperor card and all your cards here. So it's like you guys really want to build with someone, and you don't want these fleeting sort of arrangements. You really want something that you can trust and depend on, and that's reliable, and that's not really going to get in your way. So what I'm actually seeing with this is there's a blessing coming in with finances and career, so you guys can finally focus on your love life and developing a connection with a companion here. Okay, let's see. See what other blessings are coming in my pile ones in the month of July. Other blessings are coming up pile one in the month of July. We have here solitude as well. Finally getting that peace and quiet that you guys need. What I'm actually picking up with solitude is you guys actually gaining or getting the opportunity to just focus on what you feel that you need to focus on. In July, I feel like you guys, some of you guys may be like, I just need a couple of weeks to focus on this, and really wishing that you had the time and the opportunity and the ability to just focus all of your attention into one area. And I feel like you guys are like, I only need like a few days, or I only need like a few weeks. That's a blessing that's coming to you in July. Not necessarily solitude in the form of like not being around people, but more so in the form of just like being able to take a risk. See, you guys want to be able to take some sort of risk. That's happening for you for sure in the month of July. Some sort of risk that you guys want to be able to take, but you really can't focus on it. You can't focus because it's like maybe there's been a lot of people like hitting you up, or maybe you've just been very, very busy. But that's something that's definitely going to sort of not really affect you guys that much in July. So you're really going to be able to focus. Let's get some Sacred Self Oracle cards here. Okay. So, this one was the top one I'm going to show you. It says, know that the worst is over for you. Now, you may have just endured a heavy lesson, but you have mastered it and come out a much stronger person. And we have the Strength card down here. Wild, right? It says, you are in a process of recovery and will soon be ready to look forward. That could be what that solitude card was talking about as well. Just the ability to take some time to heal. So maybe you've gone through some sort of a breakup or some sort of a disappointment, and you just want to take some moments, some time to yourself to maybe process and digest and decompress. That all of that is happening for you in July, pile one. This is really good news. I know what it's like. I've been there before where it's just like, listen, I need to just completely unplug and disappear. I need a spaceship. I need to just go to a different galaxy for a minute and be left the fuck alone so I can focus, so I can process, take my time, whatever. I got a lot of Cancer energy in my chart, so I kind of retreat into like a shell when I need to. So if you guys have been looking for some alone time to be able to either process or focus on something, focus on a project, focus on your health, your career, your education, your love life, whatever it may be, focus on your relationships, focus on you guys are getting that in July. And then we also have here, develop a deeper connection with your ancestors and spirit guides by spending time in meditation or talking to them about your needs. They may have been trying to reach you, but you may have not responded. Ask for a sign. And underneath the deck, so this is also another thing that your ancestors are bringing in a blessing for you in July, pile one. Something that's really fun and something that you've been looking for. I feel like they found it for you. I feel like they went out and got it for you. Some of you guys didn't even ask them, but they did it for you because they knew that you were looking for something. But underneath the deck here we have, it says, find the luxury in the small things and the big things in life. Allow yourself to feel proud of your accomplishments and successes and the abundance that follows. You are deserving of the rewards coming to you. You guys have rewards coming to you as well in the month of July. So blessings surrounding rewards as well. Okay, let's see. I want to get a ritual card for you guys. What ritual is seeking my pile ones out in the month of July? Hold on. There's too many cards. What was this? Deep sleep and masculine energy again with that Yang and Emperor. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, what was this one? Water, and we also have calling upon ancestors and loved ones. So ancestors, masculine energy coming out again. Okay, but I'm gonna keep shuffling because one card didn't come out. I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, let's see. All right, what is this? Earth. Okay, and it says here, purpose. Feeling lost, feeling like you don't belong, feeling a complete disconnect from the very source that sustains you. Take this card into your heart and allow it to connect you to sacred ground once again. History and lore says Earth is our hearth. She is our home. She is our source of belonging, our source of nourishment, our source of nurturing, sometimes referred to as Mother or Gaia. Earth represents the feminine spirit, the life source that feeds and grows us. Tools here says, here you will gather tools to aid in planting an herb, flower, or even a tree. Whatever natural plant life to which you feel most drawn. This could include potting soil, planters, window box, seeds, forks, and spades, edger, I guess, a hand towel, rake, etc. If you already have an existing garden, this could be as simple as tending to it, weeding it, pruning it, or harvesting it. The ritual instructions here says, the point of this ritual is to get your hands dirty in the most divine dirt of all. Take your chosen soil, seeds, and tools with focus and consideration. Pour spiritual presence into the planting process. Pour love and light into this new life that you are intending to sustain, to nurture, to nourish. Allow the soil to spill through your fingers, marveling at life-giving properties that, once combined with sunlight and water, create the most miraculous conception of all. It says, setting the intention. With the soil, I honor my source. With these seeds, I remember that I belong with this care and consideration for growing and sustaining life. I breathe the new life into Gaia and into myself. As the new sprouts witness the first light of day, I too am born anew. And underneath the deck is masculine energy. I have to read this because it showed up again. And we have Emperor and Yang energy. So I've got to read this for you. It says here, masculine energy purpose. Harness the power of this card when you need inspiration for action, determination, a healthy dose of positive force and focus to create that which you desire and require. History and lore says, to some, the essence of masculinity has become thwarted throughout history. The true power of masculinity is not to conquer, but to summon the power to build, to foster healthy movement through endurance and the ability to provide support. Once revered for his unmatchable physical strength, the divine god hero Hercules has come to be known for his strength of virtue, patience, fortitude, and morality as well. Oh, he has 4 virtues, I guess. Okay, and it says here, tools. The tools of your trade. Want to physically build something, have a creative project burning inside of you. Gather your essential materials, procure your mediums. This may be as simple as readying a cluttered or neglected workspace that will provide the focus, support, and room you need to bring this vision you create to life. That's that solitude that I was picking up. Like I said, this is you guys' ability to just focus on whatever you want to focus on without distractions and being able to actually grow something from that. And it says it right here. This may be as simple, it says procure your mediums. This may be as simple as readying a cluttered or neglected workspace that will provide the focus, support, and room that you need to bring this vision, your creation, to life. Ritual instruction says a major part of any action-oriented project is to familiarize yourself with your tools, sit with them, notice them, become aware of more than just their obvious strengths and abilities, feel their nuances, appreciate their limitations by getting expansive with their purpose, channel the natural power that is rising in you into these chosen mediums, and witness in awe as they become an extension of you. Setting the intention says, I am the builder, I have the power, my vision is clear, my focus unwavering, I harness my physical and emotional might to bring this creation to life. And another thing too that I also picked up with this Earth card, you guys, for those of my pile ones, if you want to see some sort of project come to fruition, if you want to see a difference in your finances, buy a plant and program the plant. So buy like a plant I actually saw for my pile ones, buy a plant with some soil in it, or just buy soil, get some seeds, bury them in that soil, and literally tend to this plant. And this is going to be like your money plant or your professional plant. And basically, as you keep working with that plant, working on that plant, watering it, taking care of it, and it starts to sprout and grow, there's something about that that's actually going to be connected to the energy and the spirit of your professional career, life, and finances, and your success. So if you're interested in that, buy some soil and literally put some seeds in there. Even if you don't know how to plant, it's not even like... So basically, I've never told anyone this, but I actually used to plant my intentions. And one day out of fucking nowhere, this random ass bush just sprouted exactly where I planted my intentions. It freaked me out. And I got so attached to that bush or that tree, whatever that was. It was like this small little bush. It was supposed to be, but it grew it grew huge. But basically what I'm saying for you guys, because I saw it, is to buy seeds, plant them with the intentions that I'm connecting this to the spirit of my finances, my success, my career, my education, my professional life, my goals, whatever it could be. It might be your health. That's a goal for you. Plant those seeds with that intention of, these seeds are connected to the spirit of my health, my physical body, my love life, whatever it is that you want. Connect it to the spirit of that plant, because they're going to be connected. And as you take care of that plant, that is you essentially taking care of your intentions and your goals. And especially if you're not that much of like a spiritual, mystical person with a million crystals around and tarot cards and all this other stuff, this plant is a way for you to literally interact with your intentions, to physically interact with your intentions. I don't know why I'm saying that for you guys. Maybe it's because of the Emperor and the Yang card here, because masculine energy is it's very direct. It's very decisive. It represents the physical. It represents what is tangible. And there's something about you guys tangibly being able to connect to your intentions that's going to, I don't know, it's going to get some things moving here. Oh yeah, let me pull some final cards here for my pile ones. Oh, underneath this taking risks card for you, I just saw new beginnings. All right, but anyways, I'm going to pull a couple of intuition cards here. You can think of 3 questions, and I'm going to pull out 3 cards that's going to answer those questions for you intuitively. So these are just intuitive cards, and I'm going to leave these for you guys to interpret on your own. So let's see. If you want to take a breath, think of your 3 questions. Or if you don't have 3 questions right now, I'll just pull these 3 cards out, and then later on you can apply them to any sort of questions that you may have, especially since your pile in particular was the one with the big question marks. So, all right, let's get started. Card number 1, go, the time is right. I also just heard pile 2 as well, pile 1. So I don't know if some of you guys were drawn to pile 2. I don't even know what pile 2 is going to turn into just yet. But if you were, there could be some messages in there for you. We have here choose a new direction for card 2. And then we have here listen to your intuition. Underneath the deck, let go. Pile 1, this is all that I'm saying for you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be starting off with your tarot cards down here. Then I'm going to be pulling some additional oracle cards on camera to see what this month of July, the blessings that this month of July as well as Cancer season has in store for you. So happy birthday to my Cancers, happy early birthday to my Leos, happy past birthday to my Geminis. But yeah, let's just get started. Very first card that we have here is the Ten of Pentacles. Then we have the Hermit in reverse. I accidentally flipped around this card here, so let's see. And we have the Lovers upright. Okay. I'm pretty sure it was upright because I accidentally knocked it and it kind of like slid around like that. But I think I flipped it back upright. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles, Hermit in reverse, and then the Lovers upright. But I'm actually going to be reading this Lovers card as like directionless, I guess you could say. So I'm going to be reading it as though it's not up or down because the way it's spun around. So I feel like that's just kind of indicating already for my pile 2s that there's a couple of different messages surrounding this Lovers card right here. But with the Ten of Pentacles, the first thing that I'm hearing is some of you in this pile have a loved one that's been possibly waiting for a job or a place to stay. They've been struggling financially, and this has been tough for you too. When a loved one is suffering, the people that love them take some of that on as well. And it looks like you may have. So for some of you, this is your children that are older adults possibly that are struggling. My pile 2s, you guys have some loved ones or family members that have a big break coming in July. Saturn retrograde is starting off right for them in July. Saturn retrograde is releasing these restrictions from them. Some of you have been ready for someone that's been staying with you to possibly get their own place, and that is coming through for July as well. Whoever's been waiting for some work or financial opportunities to come in your life, that's happening for a loved one of yours. And a lot of it is coming, I'm picking up from this Hermit card in reverse as well, because it's like you can't really focus on you, because Hermit card upright is the ability to be able to, and the blessing to be able to take time for yourself and focus on yourself, because it really is a blessing. It really is a luxury when you can take the time out to just focus on what you need to focus on. And many of us can't do that because we have priorities. We have responsibilities, right? That we have to take care of. And what I'm picking up is that you guys are really in need of some hermit mode time or energy, but you can't really do that right now because there's someone else that may be in more need, or there's someone else that may be in need that you're trying to help out right now, or it's like you're focused on them, and so it's not easy for you to be able to focus on yourself. I'm even saying for some of you, even when you meditate, you can't help those intrusive thoughts when it comes to a loved one that you're definitely worried about or concerned about. I hate using the word worried because I don't want to put that energy out there, but concerned about, we'll say that. So yeah, some of my pile 2s as well, don't know why this is coming through, but some of you guys may have an animal that could be pregnant who will be giving birth in July, or maybe you find out a pet of yours is pregnant. But this is about an expansion of family though as well, with this Ten of Cups or this Ten of Pentacles right here, and the people that you're closest to. So you could be pregnant, or someone in your life could find out that they are in July. Yeah, you could be pregnant, or someone in your life could find out that they are this month, which may make them possibly worried or concerned about getting a bigger place, and maybe like baby proofing their life or just getting ready for the baby. There could be something a little bit chaotic about trying to get ready for the baby. So but it's all going to get figured out. Maybe somebody around you, or it could be you, maybe you wish that you had more time to figure things out. more alone time to figure things out. Something like that kind of came up in pile 1. Oh, because I had mentioned in pile 1, I heard pile 2. So for a few of my pile 1s, you guys have some messages here in pile 2 as well. Because that's kind of coming through with this Hermit card in reverse, is like, oh my God, I wish I had more time, or I wish I had some space to kind of figure things out. Yeah. But everything is going to fall into place with this expansion coming in. This could be, so it's like you're going to hear about the expansion. You're going to hear about, like, it's just an example. So it's like you're going to hear about you or somebody being pregnant before you hear if you got approved for a bigger house or not. You know what I mean? So it's like you may be hearing about the expansion before the opportunity comes in, and that may make you a little worried, a little concerned. We're going to say concern. I'm going to keep doing that. And you may be a little bit concerned, but it's like immediately afterwards, the space to provide for this expansion comes right on in afterwards as well. So that's a big blessing for my pile 2s. So this could be anything as well when it comes to this expansion. Like, this could be anything from like meeting the love of your life to getting into a committed relationship, getting engaged, or getting pregnant. This 10 of Pentacles is saying very loudly that there's an expansion of family coming, or this close circle is expanding. Some of you guys, your Saturn may be transiting your 7th house right now, or even your 4th house, because in reverse, this is about because Saturn is very concentrated energy, so it almost squeezes everything. It almost compresses everything together. But when he is retrograde, that means that he is kind of loosening up a little bit, and possibly, depending on how he's aspected, this is him sort of loosening up on that compression where he allows some room to come in. So Saturn retrograde right now could currently be transiting your natal 4th or your 7th house, maybe even your 10th or your 11th house. It doesn't have to be happening for this reading to still apply to you, but just something that I'm kind of picking up here. So this 10 of Pentacles, again, is just saying that there's a lot of expansion coming, or your close circle is expanding, especially for those of you who have felt like friends and family were scarce, or like you've lost a lot of relationships or people or close connections. Some of you guys have physically moved away from your close circle, and this is why there's like an expansion is coming. Some of you guys may be at like a different office or a new school where you don't know too many people. Is an expansion of your circle is coming here. So this 10 of Pentacles feels fast too, like it happens quickly, and all of a sudden you have this bigger family or friend group. But this is deeper than friends. This is people that you feel connected to on a soul level, and that you plan on having in your life in the future. So they'll play like a very big role in the blessings coming to you in July. Hermit in reverse is interesting, but pile 2 is definitely time to look up or look at what is around you. So you may have spent a lot of time retrospecting, or learning and growing, and July will feel a lot more lively and exciting and not so isolating. So some of you didn't know how to get back out there as well, that I'm picking up with this Hermit card in reverse, and how to connect with new people or reconnect with old people. Because we did have your Lovers card kind of spin around. And that's why I'm not necessarily reading it as upright or in reverse. So yeah, some of you guys are trying to figure out how to connect with new people, or maybe even reconnect with old people. Some of you are getting back into the dating pool, or you're just starting to be more social. And it's a blessing in disguise with this Hermit card in reverse. So you were probably a bit concerned, anxious, worried about your personal life and relationships, but something about your relationships is gaining a lot more value in July, as well as too with this 10 of Pentacles. This is you being able to spend money elsewhere. So maybe before, like in the past, you could only spend money on like bills, and you had to be very tight with your money. Again, this is that loosening up of what was compressed before. So this is like you guys being able to spend money with this 10 of Pentacles outside of the essentials, outside what you have to spend money on, like rent or insurance and food, groceries, gas, things like that. This is like you guys now finally being able to spend on things like maybe like your wardrobe or vacation, or getting new rims for your car. I don't know. This is just you being able to spend money elsewhere. as well, being able to broaden your horizon when it comes to spending money, blowing money actually. So yeah, and I'm hearing the word finally with this 10 of Pentacles. So it's like, finally I can spend money on some fun things. So you guys may be actually paying off a bill in July, or paying on like the last big thing in July. So maybe you guys had like some sort of payment plan, and it's like in July, it's like you're able to pay it up for the last time. You don't have to worry about it anymore. And now finally finances can go elsewhere, or there's another financial opportunity coming in July where it's like you guys, now that you have that extra stream of income, you're able to take that extra stream of income and spend it how you want to, or even save it. Because for some of you guys, it's like, now I'm able to save a bit more with this 10 of Pentacles. Again, it's just an expansion of your finances as well. So yeah, you're definitely, you guys as well too, with your relationships, you may be feeling a lot closer to the people in your life. You may even be reconnecting with family as well in a very authentic way. Some of you guys, pile 2, have had time to think, and maybe someone else has as well with this Hermit in reverse and this Lovers over here. There's a lot more value that you and this other party can bring into a relationship now, and that is happening in July. And we have the Lovers card, which is the card of Gemini. So some of you may be a Gemini, or you have some very strong ass Mercury placements. My Mercury people, yeah, because the Hermit is ruled by Virgo, Virgo is ruled by Gemini. My Mercury people, I love a Mercury person because first of all, y'all are just funny, but second of all, y'all's brain works so damn fast that it's like y'all be thinking of things that I'm not even gonna consider until like next week, but y'all done already thought about it within like 5 to 10 minutes. And I've been surrounded by so many air Mercury people for so many years that it's like I've really learned a lot by just observing Mercury people. You just gotta get out of the way of a Mercury person because y'all move a million miles an hour most of the time, depending on how it's aspected. But yeah, what I'm definitely seeing though with this this Mercury energy for you is really going to be very active in terms of connecting with either new people or reconnecting with old people in your life. So, and like I said, it's like you guys have had some time to think, and so now you guys are really able to kind of reconnect or come together on some new values. So I'm even seeing like some new values coming into old relationships. So it's almost like a spark coming back into old relationships. Some of you guys could be recommitting yourselves in a marriage. So it's like what's it called? Like when you get married again, like you're already married, but you just wanted to like recommit your vows. Is that what it's called? You guys know what I'm talking. Y'all know what my country ass is talking about. I'm like a vow renewal. Is that what it's called? Vow renewal, maybe? It could be something like that where you guys decide to like, like let's reconnect ourselves in July, or it's more symbolic. It's more metaphoric where it's like maybe you and an old friend, just as an example, maybe you guys sort of reconnect or something, and or you choose to like deepen your relationship by being like, okay, like let's come together now. Now that we have these healthier values, now that we have these healthier standards and stuff like that in our life, let's come together now and really try to be there for each other, support each other in this different way. So this is even more value, like deeper values coming to the relationships already in your life as well, pile 2, because there's definitely some a lot of Mercury energy here. So this is, you got, wait, hold the phone. 10 of Pentacles is ruled by damn Virgo. Virgo being ruled by all 3 of your cards are connected to Mercury energy. So you guys are going to be using a lot of your throat chakra in July. Your throat chakra is going to bring in a lot of blessings. So Mercury could definitely be in your first house, or Mercury may conjunct your ascendant. It could conjunct your descendant with this Lovers card over here. But your Mercury energy is rising after a very long rest with this Hermit card in reverse. And if you were ever socially awkward before, it's like you have natural charisma, or the new people that you meet in July are people that already operate on your wavelength. So it feels like meeting these different versions of you where it's this effortless, easy chemistry with the Lovers right here. It's safe for you to branch out, pile 2, and I just want to say that to you. Your plan is to take these baby steps getting back out into the scene. I feel like that's what a lot of my pile 2s are planning to do. Like, I'm just going to take some baby steps getting back out there into the scene. Could be the dating scene, could be just in the social scene or wherever it is. But the universe has different plans and is actually sort of like shoving you back out there. So there's something a little not forceful, but is very deliberate about this Lovers card. Like I was saying, there's something that expands very quickly out of nowhere. So in your brain, you're like, oh, I'm taking baby steps. Is just as an example, getting back out into the dating scene. And so you're thinking that you're just going to go on like a whole bunch of dates, meet a whole bunch of people. And it's like literally within like the first couple of dates or something, you meet your spouse. So it's like, it's crazy. It's like you're thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna kind of dip my toes in, and boom, you get thrown into the deep end. So this is divine timing as well for the romantic relationships that form in July 2, pile 2. It's a fated union with the Lovers here. And you've been unknowingly, with Hermit card in reverse, drawing someone in pile 2 as you've been working on you with this Hermit card in reverse. So you may have felt like you've been hidden away from the world or from society. It may have felt like your social life was stagnant or just not budging at all. But this Hermit time that you took for you, it took precedent over everything else in your life. And you needed this for you because it's time for you now to meet or connect with these other souls that have also taken this time out for themselves to figure themselves out, to find out what they want, to find out who they are, to find out who they connect to and who their soul is. So it's like these people that you connect to with the Lovers in July is like people that also your soul is choosing. It's like, it's not just you choosing these people, and these people choosing you. You guys' soul is literally choosing each other, coming into union with each other, which is why we see Archangel Raphael here. This union is basically conspired by the cosmos, by the divine, by the Most High, when it comes to you and some other relationships forming in July. And it could be relationships that's already in your life, but they're just getting healed or they're deepening in some way as well. Check your Mercury energy pile 2. See where it is transiting in July if you know how to look at that. Check your natal Mercury. Then see where Mercury is currently transiting in your chart in July. There's more information there about who you are going to meet, how you are going to meet them, and why. As well as too, for those of you that were you felt strongly guided to pile 2, also check out some of pile 1, because in pile 1 I heard pile 2 when I was working on pile 1. So check that out as well if you feel like there could be something there for you. Only if you feel like there could be something there for you. Let's start getting your oracle cards. See what other blessings are coming to my pile 2s. Ooh, we have a leg up. So you guys are definitely getting some extra help in July and during Cancer season. And I really do feel like it has something to do with your spiritual team kind of coming through and doing something. Like I said, your throat chakra is going to be very active. And it's not just your throat chakra either, but it's also like your spiritual throat chakra or your spiritual voice. So it's like your soul is even going to be saying certain things, putting certain things out into the ether for you, things that your soul needs. And it's funny because it's actually what I talked about, observer. See, there's another part of you kind of watching what's going on in your life. This is kind of, it's like your higher self, right? Kind of watching things. And there's something about your higher self kind of ordering things from the universe for you that you might not even be necessarily conscious of. And this is actually what we talked about over on Patreon with the Cancer New Moon astrology forecast, was how your soul is trying to take care of you right now. And it doesn't even necessarily need your help. Let's see, let's get one more. Try to get one more for you guys. Then we have here peace. So a lot of it's coming from peace. This leg up is, a lot of it is coming from peace. And then underneath the deck, we have all that glitters. So there's definitely some blessings coming when it comes to you guys getting ahead somewhere with this leg up card right here. There's somewhere where it's like a door is already open for you that maybe you're not necessarily aware of just yet. There could be somebody helping you along, or helping you to get in the door, or helping you with this leg up card right here in the month of July. And that's just another blessing, especially with this, this Lovers card down here. So it could be somebody else looking out for you in some way, putting in a good word for you, and you're not even aware of it. In some way, shape, or form with this leg up and this peace card, it's like you're not necessarily aware what's happening behind the scenes. It's able to open these doors for you. But it's like these doors are just open for you. Ten of Pentacles. A lot of doors just opening for you. As well as too with this peace card, another blessing that I'm picking up with this peace card is peace within your relationships. Any relationships where Hermit card in reverse right here, where you guys had to go your separate ways because you're like, listen, it's not working. We have to go figure out what we want on our own. If any of my pile twos have dealt with your relationship like that in the recent past, where you guys just went your separate ways because it wasn't working, there's a lot of arguing, there's a lot of peace that's coming to the core of that relationship, and that connection. And that might be why I kept seeing some of my pile twos reconnecting with people, reconnecting over new values, because it's like you guys have learned things on your own as you took these sort of independent journeys, because that's what it sort of seems like. It seems like you kind of just went in your separate ways for a little bit, learned something somewhere, and it's like you guys are coming back together, and it's much more mature now, and it's much stronger, and it's much more spiritually aligned as well. So yeah, that's pretty. Let me see. Let me pull a couple of these, since we have relationships kind of keep coming up for my pile twos. And take it as it resonates. This might not be relationships for all of you, but I just want to pull and see. Look, it says worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Some of you guys had to really wait for somebody to get their shit together. They may have had to really wait for you to get your stuff together in order for you guys to come together. But it's like you guys can now. Now you guys can. Maybe you guys took a break so you could focus on your education or focus on your career, focus on getting your money up. And now that your money is right, it's like, did I mention that earlier in your reading? No, that was from pile one. Some of y'all got some strong messages in pile one, because I think that was in pile one where that also came up as well, that same message. But you guys definitely may have taken some time and space to go get your finances right. And it's like, now that our finances are together, we can really do the damn thing now. Like now we can go out and buy a house, or we can move where we want to move. It's like there's a lot more freedom. Yes, because you were the power I was talking about, more freedom. Saturn retrograde kind of easing up on that compression wherever he was kind of strangling you before. He's easing up now. And so this is actually not just for you, but a connection in your life as well. So now you and your partner are able to go out and maybe buy a house or start a family or get engaged or get married or buy you the ring that you deserve, or you buy your partner the ring that they deserve, you know? Retreat. See, you guys had to retreat, but it was worth waiting for. You guys see that? So cool. It is time to disconnect from the world. You guys already did that. Hermit in reverse. That's what's blessing your love life. That's what's blessing your connections and your relationships as well. And then we have here, let go of control issues underneath the deck. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So this is just a reminder for those of you that are still in your hermit space, that it's like, it's time for you to come out, or you can come out now. Whenever you deem it right and necessary and appropriate, you can reemerge and go back into the dating scene or the social scene or whatever it may be. Let's see, let's get some, let's look into your career. Let's look into career and finances, pile two. How's pile two being blessed? Career, oh my God, hold on. It's too many cards. I'm not even going to show you guys all these cards because there's too many. Jesus, angelic help, unfulfilled, spirituality, investment, real estate, options, loss, emotions. I'm going to keep shuffling because it's way too many cards for me to know which ones were meant for you. Okay, so we have here outlook, and it says improve your relationship with money to help grow your wealth. You may have conflicting values that impose negatively on your values around money. Change behavior and develop better money habits. Start looking at your money as a friend. I cannot remember who said this. I don't know if she's actually like a spiritual person or something like that, but she, crap. Wish I could remember her name, but I heard it from her, and she said she treats every single dollar of hers like a friend. And so even when she's spending money, she always tells her money, I'll see you later. I'll see you shortly. This is something that immediately came through when I was reading this. So for my pile twos, those of you that may have been struggling financially, start looking at your money as a friend. Start looking at every single dollar as a friend. And start looking at everything you spend as like, that's going to return to me times 10. And just know it. Just know that. know that it's due to come back to you, because it's like once you create that connection to money, because we all have a connection to money, right? And basically, however it is that that relationship is how it sort of comes to fruition. So if we look at money as like, it's so hard to get, or it's, you know, it's difficult to come by, or it's always evading me, or it's always leaving my pocket, that's what it's going to continue to do. And that's what you're going to continue to see. So start looking at money almost as like a relationship, and make it where it's enticing. You know, I kept hearing the word entice, entice, entice. So this Lover's card is actually talking about possibly even your connection to things like outside of people and relationships. It could even be like your connection to money that's being healed with this Lover's card right here. And we do have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is definitely about you guys connecting to money and finances in a different way, where you entice money to come to you. Because you have to act like, yeah, see growth. We have growth right here. However it is that you, the way that I deal with the universe, I guess, or you could say like energy, is I treat it like I'm dating it. Because the more attractive you are, it's like the more that it draws into you. So I treat the universe, I treat energy exactly like I'm dating it. And it's like the things that I want to come in, I draw them in, because it's like I court the universe and I allow it to spoil me. So anyways, we have here growth, and it says, expect good news and money matters, a raise or new job offer. Money will soon start flowing to your business. Promising opportunities await. Ooh, I love that for you. Underneath the deck here, we have legal. You might have to take care of some legal matters related to financial issues. You could receive money from some kind of legal matter. This is a good time to handle any legal matters involving money. Yeah, especially with the energy that you guys are working with. And like I said, your throat chakra is very in charge in July and during Cancer season. So make sure that you're using your voice to direct the flow of money in your life. Because if we are dealing with deficient energy, then money will respond to that and it'll become scarce. If we're working with abundant energy, then money will start to flow abundantly. So this is about making sure that you're filled up, making sure that you're in tune or on the same wavelength as abundant energy. Let's see what other blessings are coming to my pile twos in July. We have here voyage. So some of you guys could be taking a trip. I don't know why. Something about, because it's carrying a little second one. Oh, so this could definitely be like some of you guys are pregnant or expecting, or someone in your life is. But there was something about this card that I saw like immediately. Some of you may be traveling to go meet up with a person. Could be family, it could be a friend, it could be a romantic person, somebody that you're getting to know. Something about it felt like getting to know someone and possibly traveling to see them with this voyage card. But yeah, anyways, there's a blessing of travel here. Travel, being able to travel a far distance as well, because it looks like they're going over the ocean. Then we have, look, adventures. Yeah, okay, so you guys are definitely, there's a blessing of a vacation or a trip or travel coming, especially if you guys love to travel and stuff like that. Underneath the deck, we have standstill. So this is what's changing for you guys, is more adventure coming into your life, more adventure type energy, because you guys have been in this standstill hermit situation for a minute, and that's why your hermit card came out in reverse, and it's saying like, it's time for you to get back out there. You've been standing still for a while. It's time to get back out there. It's time to dip back into something. I don't know why I keep calling it dipping back in, but it's kind of like that. 333 is on my clock right now too. That may be a significant time for my pile twos. I literally yesterday saw 333. I kid you not, maybe like, I want to say like maybe 6 or 7 times. It really started to freak me out at one point. I was like, what is going on? Okay, let's see. Let's get some self-care, sacred self oracle cards. It's like I said, our souls are really taking care of us, and they're just doing their thing right now, our souls. So let's see what the soul wants to say to you. Okay, and this is the card that fell out. It says, you have a compassionate, giving nature that is always putting others before yourself to help as much as you can. Like I was picking up about your loved ones in the beginning. They may be, you may not have been able to focus on yourself because you were concerned about them. But it says here, make sure that you are not overextending your energy to the point that you are not giving that love and compassion to yourself. Balance is key. Very important, pile 2. That is a direct message from your soul. Okay, and then this card here says, journaling your thoughts, worries, or ideas can be a healing tool for you at the moment. Yeah, that's that throat chakra energy. Just sort of getting whatever it is that you feel sort of out, or whatever it is that you're thinking kind of out. Something like that. It says, pick up a pen and paper and write out whatever is on your mind, or perhaps whatever you wish to manifest. Your thoughts need an outlet. Yeah, that's that throat chakra energy I kept picking up for you for sure. Underneath the deck, it says, this may be a time of great change in your life, or you will soon change tracks completely. This is that adventures and voyage card right here. And it says, this could be moving locations, a new job opportunity, or doing something risky. This is a divinely guided shift for you. Take a chance. Yeah, just like this leg up card right here. And totally pile 2, if you feel any sort of connection to pile 1, please check that reading out, because it even said something here about taking risks. That was something that came up in pile 1. These 2 piles feel extremely connected. Let's see, let's get a, what is this? A ritual card for you. Since Cancer is the season of the High Priestess. Okay, so we have here, you guys see this? We have safe travel and calm for you. Are you kidding me? Safe travel and calm. So safe travel here says, when embarking on a new journey, when venturing to new lands, when summoning protection for safe travel, pack this card. Carrying stones in charm bags is an ancient tradition used to invoke protection while traveling. Used as talismans among many cultures, certain stones and symbols and herbs have been combined to act as guides and protective forces to the wanderers of the world. It says here, for tools, in an orange satchel, combine those which call to you most. Crystals could be amethyst, malachite, labradorite, moonstone, yellow jasper. Symbols would be the evil eye, the helm of awe, a star, the hammer of Thor, Vegvisir. Herbs would be Vegvisir. I don't know. I'm going to try to get my camera to focus so you can see that word right there. It says herbs are sage, agrimony, amaranth, burdock root, byrony. Ritual instruction says, after cleansing your chosen crystals, combine the stones with your symbols and herbs of choice in your bag, and fuse the items with your purest intention for a trip filled with safety, abundance, and joy. Sit with your bag the night before you embark on your trip and meditate upon reaching your destination safely. Setting the intention here says, I am protected, I am guided, I am safe, I am loved. Calm here says, when your world feels upside down, when instability is rocking you to the core, when the breath of life seems to have escaped you, sit with this card. History and lore here says alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Sodhana, is an Ayurvedic practice used to help regulate your breathing, your energy, and your life flow. When broken down in Sanskrit, Nadi means channel or flow, while Sodhana, I believe, translates into purification. This breathing technique is said to help cool raging internal infernos, or to stoke the dying embers of innate creation. The tools are a quiet space, time, and patience, kind of like this hermit card here in reverse, and it says in ritual instructions, with this ritual, we'll focus on the cooling portion of the practice. To begin, ground yourself as best you can, especially if in an anxious state. Sit on the floor or on a chair with a straight back. Now focus on your breathing. Begin taking slow, deep breaths, pulling up from your toes and your lower stomach. Using your right hand, extend your thumb while folding the middle and pointer fingers down, leaving the pinky and ring fingers extended. Use your thumb to close your right nostril and exhale slowly and fully through the left nostril, with the right nostril still closed. Inhale deeply from your belly through the left nostril, allowing the breath to travel up the left side of your spine and to your crown. Now switch sides simultaneously and block your left nostril while leaving your right open. Complete the cycle on your right side and complete the exercise one more time on each side. Setting the intention here says, I am calm, I am clear, I am present, I am okay. And then underneath the deck, we have masculine energy that came through. So I'm going to leave out safe travel for you. Okay, and the final cards that I'm going to get for you, pile 2, are just some intuition cards. So you can think of any three questions or concerns. This one sort of slid out, choose a new direction. You can think of any 3 questions or concerns as I'm shuffling, and I'm going to allow these cards to answer you and your intuition to completely interpret these cards. So I won't be interpreting these cards. I'm just going to pull 3 cards to sort of clear up your intuition. Any sort of questions that you may have for July, since we are currently in Cancer season, the season of the High Priestess. It's all about our intuition. So let's get started. Very first card that we have for you, not the right time. Then we have here, get more information and reconsider. Underneath the deck, we have let go and pile 2. This is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be starting off with your tarot cards. I'm going to pull some additional oracle cards on camera to see the blessings that this month of July / Cancer season has in store for you. So happy birthday to my Cancers, happy early birthday to my Leos, happy past birthdays to my Geminis. So yeah, let's just get started. Very first card that we have for you is the Page of Cups in reverse. Then we have the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands. That's interesting. So you got all court cards for your July blessings, pile 3, and this is making some major moves. When we're dealing with all court cards like this, normally I don't see this. But this is definitely about making major moves, big decisions, taking bigger risks, moving with a lot more faith in July, pile 3. So court cards are the cards that influence because of the hierarchy and the minor arcana. So you've got the pip cards, which would be cards 2 through 10. You have the ace cards, and then you have the court cards. And so the pip cards experience life from the side where it's usually happening to them, whereas the court cards are the ones calling the shots and influencing what the pip cards go through and experience from cards 2 through 10. And so in the pip cards, we're kind of learning how to deal with circumstances in our environment. The court cards are the ones sort of setting the tone for circumstances and the environment. And so the fact that you have nothing but court cards means that you are taking control in July. You're the one that's influencing. You're the one that's making the decisions, that's directing things. And you have cups, swords, and wands here. So your Page of Cups is in reverse. Pages absorb information and then they deliver it elsewhere. Page of Cups in reverse, there's been a cord cut somewhere in your life where you used to emotionally absorb the information that made you feel like life was happening to you, or like you had no say in your own life, is where you were starving that cord or that energy. Now, some of you had a couple of people around you that were maybe depressed or low vibrational in some way, like maybe they were doubtful or fearful or pessimistic or anxious, and it kind of used to rub off on you, but either you've stopped spending time with them or something along those lines because your energy is not open to them in July. I'm saying Page of Cups in reverse is you trusting yourself over everyone else is going to make you feel so damn powerful too with this King of Swords right here in the middle. Some of you guys as well, you just went through your own Ten of Swords moment. And this is why all the court cards are here for you, because you just went through the final step or the final stage in a pip card journey. And so it's like you just went through your Ten of Swords moment, and now you basically kind of like ascended to the court card stages. And so with this Page of Cups in reverse, this is you trusting yourself over everyone else. And like I said, that's going to make you feel very powerful with this King of Swords. And also these horses on the Page of Cups, they may be a totem or a spirit animal for you. With these, what are these horses? What are these? Fucking seahorses, right? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, yes, these seahorses right here. They could be like a totem or a spirit animal for you. So sometimes there's specific animal spirits that come through as a seasonal thing for us, whereas some animals, some spirits, they choose us and stick around for life. This horse feels very significant for July, pile 3, and only for a few of you, but with this King of Swords, only a couple of my pile 3s would be able to know what I'm saying here. But when things would get challenging or difficult, You used to maybe sit there in a state of despair or hopelessness, right? And there may have been someone in your life that you knew you could turn to because they would always talk to you about how screwed up life is or how hard things are. And you guys may have bonded over that sort of opinion, so over that pessimism in a way. For only a few of you, you are a recovering pessimist. You used to think that you were just an extremely logical, realistic person, but you realize now that that wasn't necessarily you being realistic. It was a negative mindset that would take over, especially when things did not work out. But again, Page of Cups in reverse is saying that you are not processing these emotional experiences the same way anymore. King of Swords knows for a fact where there is a will, there is a way. All the kings do in tarot. And the King of Swords for you is saying, I am. The same way that God introduces itself in the Bible as I am, right? Because that's what us humans are. We are able to be and do whatever we say or believe we can be or do. We can only go as far as we think, right? So we create our own limits. No one else does that. And you take that seriously in July. You apply this mindset because our mindsets we also create. Everything it is that we experience, we have generated that from somewhere. We've created it. We've produced it from somewhere. And so it's like you apply this mindset and all of a sudden, Knight of Wands energy comes rushing in. King of Swords energy. The King of Swords is you becoming extremely aware of your spiritual prowess in July and working with this inner knowing that what I want to do or accomplish, I've already done and accomplished. Very clear-headed in July. So you've done some serious emotional cleaning with this Page of Cups in reverse right here. We spoke about this last week on Patreon as well with the Cancer New Moon. I even did a reading, a Patreon exclusive reading about the new spiritual powers coming into your life as well as blessings coming into your life. I really zoned in on that energy because that's what I actually saw in that astrology forecast. I specifically stated that Cancer new moon is a time where our soul is healing us. And that was a successful new moon for you energetically, pile 3. There was an etheric injection or implant of energy into your own light body or into your own electromagnetic field, right? And basically it came from someone else, but was removed from you with that new moon. And this is why you're thinking more clearly as well, this King of Swords, like you're thinking very clearly. And that's kind of something that keeps coming up in each of these piles today with this Cancer season in July, the month of July, is about being able to think more clearly, see more clearly because of this shit that's just being removed from us vibrationally from that Cancer new moon. For the conscious collective though, this is only for the conscious collective. What I mean when I say a conscious collective are the people that are on a conscious journey. We are the people that are trying to live a conscious lifestyle, right? You're experiencing this incarnation in a very conscious way. So for you, this King of Swords is definitely you being very aware, very clear, very direct, and not as unsure of yourself anymore. And you know what? It's really funny too, because someone actually put me on to how, and this person, I mentioned them a couple of times on my channel. I don't know if you guys have seen his channel yet. The name of his channel is Living the Dream. And basically I had like what's that emoji? Like the mind blown emoji. I had a mind blown emoji moment because he mentioned how smoking can cause indecision. And I never noticed that before I don't know how, but I never noticed that before. Even with this Page of Cups in reverse, it could be that you have literally stopped ingesting certain people or even certain things into your body, like chemicals. Maybe you've stopped drinking as much, smoking as much. Maybe you have stopped eating unhealthy foods. Maybe you've forgiven someone or have been working through some things in therapy, right? Because it's like you're not ingesting the same energy, but it's not just energy. Well, everything's energy, but it's also like things in your physical life as well that had a way of emotionally disturbing you where it would cause this emotional confusion is what I'm kind of feeling with this Page of Cups in reverse. Is like you would take in this information and not know how to emotionally cope with it, process it, deal with it, or how you felt emotionally. It may have been very difficult for you to get clear on how you felt about certain things and certain people. So with you kind of cutting out whatever it was that you were ingesting, that dead ass like has cleared up so much for you in the month of July. And again, it could have been things that you were physically consuming as well, because these things have spirits or energy connected to them, right? There's like a reason that we call alcohol spirits, right? And it's not just alcohol. Whatever we consume, we take it on vibrationally, which is why there are spirits and everything. So something in the energy realm was implanted into your vibration through ingestion, and it's off of you now. So Knight of Wands is funny because I'm seeing this new thing attach itself to you energetically. You may have been having dreams of life and death as well, dreams of being pregnant, becoming a parent, or dying. If you have, those are just basically metaphors for what's been happening to you vibrationally. Okay, so Knight of Wands is a new energy implant. Some of you guys may have had a dream of falling, hitting something, boom, and then it's like lights out and it goes black. Your dreams may have been doing that lately. They've just been cutting out and going black. Again, it's a metaphor for what's going on with you vibrationally. There's things just being cut off from you vibrationally, energetically. And this is why those dreams are popping up from your subconscious. Yeah, this Knight of Wands as well is a new energy implant in your spirit, but it's this passion or a new idea. So it could be like an old idea that you finally start moving on, but pile 3, I keep hearing you are getting ahead of it. The way that they're explaining this to me is you have some sort of idea that you've been sitting on, or an idea that comes to you in July, and it's very one of a kind. It's different than whatever is out there, and you are getting ahead of the market or ahead of the industry, and you've got a lot of energy and blessings here in this pile. So a lot of my pile 3s, you may have been drawn to some additional piles today as well, because this is all energetic pile 3, the blessings that's happening for you. It's all energetic for you. So if you want to see, if you were drawn to some other piles, it's probably because those other piles are talking about your more so material blessings, because this all kind of feels more so like subconscious vibrational blessings happening for you. So I don't know, some of you guys may have been focusing on deconditioning your subconscious, your energy, your vibration, stuff like that, healing things like that. You may have been focusing on that anyways, and this is why that's coming up for you. 1222 may be a significant number for you as well. All right, let's start getting some oracle cards for you. I have to change my battery. All right, pile 3, let's get some cards for you. So 12, 22, and 12 in general may be some significant numbers for you this month. Okay, let's see. We have here to the sea. So a blessing that I'm seeing with this is, again, this is talking about your energy again, because the sea is all about water. Water esoterically represents emotions, subconscious, intuition, instincts, our moon, lunar energy, right? And so with this to the sea here, I'm seeing actually a successful transaction between your north and your south node energy. Anytime we have a successful transaction between the north and south node energy, that means that we have successfully transmuted through our south node energy, our past life energy, past energy from past experiences. So energy from past experiences, things like that. And anytime we do that, it means that we have successfully let something go. It's been taken out of our energy. It's been released from our energy, whether that came through us purging consciously, or us forgiving, or moving on, or letting go, or surrendering, however it is that whatever medium that we choose to use, there was a successful passing here, a transaction from your south to north node energy. So south node energy represents all the baggage that we kind of come into this life and incarnation with, and it needs to be shed, released, or let go in order for us to keep making our way towards the north node. So the north node keeps asking us to release, release, release. And it's not just releasing things from our past life, but it's also releasing things that we've picked up throughout this incarnation, which could be like coping mechanisms. It could be the way that we see life. It could be certain perceptions and paradigms and belief systems, or systems of thought. And so it's like all this stuff that we are constantly being told to release is so we can elevate. So there's been a successful transaction here between your south and your north node energy with all this water card, and it's saying to the sea. So it's saying release it to the sea, release it to whenever we send something out to sea, normally it doesn't come back because it's the sea, right? It just takes it wherever it takes it, and it does what it does with it. So there's something here that you definitely release, you definitely shut off, just like your Page of Cups in reverse right here. Let's see what's underneath the deck. Underneath the deck, we have truth be told. So for some of you guys, it was even something coming out about the truth. So some of you guys may have given somebody like a last chance and they soured it, and now you're finally done with them, to the sea. Yeah, you guys have finally thrown something or someone out. It could be a bad habit, a bad lifestyle, an unhealthy habit, an unhealthy lifestyle. A change in the wind was underneath truth be told. So you guys have definitely released something because you've taken the mask off of something. Like it's like in this picture right here, where there's this mask and the owls sort of open the door, and owls are very like watchful. They're very observant. And so it's like you may have observed something and then released it because it's just like, no, don't need that in my energy. Definitely don't need that in my energy anymore. Maybe you started to realize how much it was affecting you emotionally. Let's get a couple of relationship cards here. I guess I'm just going to be pulling relationship cards for each pile since I already have. Pile 3. Okay, so we have here true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So this could be true love coming in. So truth be told, and then we have true love. So this is you being able to see somebody's truth, being exposed to someone else's truth, if this is a romantic sort of situation going on. But you can also take these cards too as well when it comes to like any relationship in your life. Just take it as it resonates. So if you're more so concerned about the romance area of your life, or friendship or platonic or whatever, or family, take it in whatever way you need to apply it. But with true love here, this is the romance of a lifetime. These are true connections, a real genuine connection, not one that may have been thwarted in some way or was trying to conceal something from you. It may have been trying to conceal something from you. And we have the King of Swords right here. And the King of Swords is all about unveiling the truth. So he knows how to determine a sentence, or so he knows how to rule justly. So he's very good at getting down to the bottom of a truth here. So you may have kind of seen somebody's truth for the last time, or you may have maybe you meeting somebody and realizing at their core, like, this seems like a really good person. They seem like a really truthful, honest person. So this is honestly even too more truth and honesty coming into your connections. Definitely as well. Let's see what's okay. And then we have here reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your love life. So yeah, like I was saying, this could be somebody that you've sort of kicked to the curb for the last time, because it's just like, no, I'm sending your ass to the sea. Emotionally, I'm sending your ass out to the sea, and I'm not looking for you to return because I can't. There's something here where it was affecting you vibrationally, and you have finally said like enough is enough somewhere. Possibly for some of my pile 3s. Underneath the deck, we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So this could be somebody that you're meeting in July is a blessing, which is a past life relationship. Wasn't I talking about past life with you? I was in your pile. I was talking about past lives. Oh, the successful transaction between your north and your south node. Oh, well, damn. Yeah, you guys may have a past life relationship coming in, but this doesn't feel karmic though. It feels like a past life soulmate, but it does not feel karmic. So it actually feels good. Okay, so that's another thing. That's another reason why you guys have had a successful transaction between that south and north node energy. Yeah, and the south and north node, they're ruled by the moon because they're just her axis points. And we are in the season of the moon that belongs to the moon. We're in Cancer season, so yeah. Let's get some other cards here to see what blessings you guys may be coming into in July. We have here thriving. Ooh, I like that. So this is you guys as well, just being in a position now where you can thrive. Like I said, you guys have stopped drinking somebody else's cup that may have been a little depressive. They may have had some very heavy energy to them. And because you guys are thriving, you're kind of realizing like, I can't really entertain this type of person or this type of talk anymore. Because something about it is just simply it kept you from thriving. It kept you from moving ahead and from looking ahead. And so you guys, this season, this month of July, a blessing coming in is you thriving in some area as well. Let's see if we can get, oh wait, hold on. Okay. Gateway came out, going forward, and courage. So this could even be you guys thriving in a new opportunity, or at a new beginning, or in a new chapter. For these kind of all sound like to me like a new chapter or a new beginning with going forward, courage, and gateway. But let me shuffle for one specific card. Just wanted to show you guys what fell out. Let's see. Where is pile 3 going to be thriving in July? Okay, we have here purity. See, it's in purification. Yeah, you guys sent something out to the sea successfully. You successfully sent something to your south node area, and you locked it away, where it's like you're gonna stay in that south node area. You're not a part of you can't sit with us anymore. You're not a part of my present life anymore. And this could be a lifestyle, a habit, a person. It was something that you were very attached to emotionally with this Page of Cups in reverse. Underneath the deck here, we have security. So it was messing with your security. So this is the blessing that's coming in. The purification of the South Node energy and more security coming in by you guys moving towards your North Node now. Because it's going to be a lot easier for you guys to move towards your North Node, which is the area that you want to move in. But the North Node is a very difficult area to move towards. It's a very painful area to move towards because we have to shed and release and sacrifice so much. And the only things that we're ever asked to sacrifice when it comes to the North Node are South Node things. The things that are no longer serving us, or no longer good for us, or no longer beneficial for us or our journey. So we're allowed to let them go, but it's more so that we're choosing to not let them go. You made that choice, or you will be making that choice in July to let something go to the sea, to purify it from your life. This is why you're going to be thriving, and this is how you're going to come into more security in July. So I'll be damned, pile 3. You got some good stuff going on here. Let me get these cards first. Let's get some cards about finances and career for you, pile 3 in July. Too many cards. I'm going to show you. We have your voice, entertainer. Some of you guys may be able to get started in an entertainment sort of career field if that's something that you want. You may get a sort of break there. Then we have here science and mechanic as well. But I'm going to shuffle for one specifically. So hold on. Okay, so we have here unreliable. There's some confusion regarding money. People are not following through on their promises, not paying on time. Expected money may not materialize. So this is where you guys are getting blessed with, is in these unreliable situations financially when it comes to your professional life, when it comes to your career, possibly even your education, your school career. So wherever there was some sort of confusion regarding money, that is getting cleared up. King of Swords down here. People not following through on their promises and not paying on time. It's not going to matter. You're sending their ass to the sea and you're still going to thrive. That's just fated for you. And then it says expected money may not materialize. This is what's materializing for you. Thriving. This is what's going to be materializing for you. Because this reading I'm reading from. Now, if this was just an energy reading and we had here unreliable, I would take the card as it is. But because this is a reading on the blessings coming to you in July and during Cancer season, this is what's being blessed. Wherever money, finances, career was unreliable in the past is being blessed in July and moving forward for you. So this is really good news. Wherever you were dealing with confusion with money, with a job, I just heard with your future, some of you guys didn't know what your future was going to entail at your work. You may have been a little bit worried. Some of you guys may have had to take off or do something like that. And you may have been worried about, oh my God, like, are they going to fire me? Are they going to mess with my schedule or my hours or something like that? Or some of you guys were just simply as well too, you were worried about your future at a job because something else may have happened. It could have been something with your health. Maybe something's going on with your kids. Maybe it's like let's just say, for example, you're going through like a divorce or something. And it's like, well, now I have to take my kids to school and pick them up. And how is my job going to deal with me asking for a little change in my schedule so I can be there to pick my kids up and drop them off? And it's like, You guys may have been worried about your future at your job or your future, something like that. That's getting settled to the point where you're going to be thriving in July. You're not going to have to worry about that future. Let's get another card for you in terms of finances and career. Oh, I thought that flipped over. No, it didn't. So we have here mistakes. A past mistake left you financially insecure and unsure of what to do. Your current financial situation was your own doing. Accept responsibility for it. Learn from your mistakes and let it go. You will get through it. So also these past mistakes are being healed as well. That could be another thing that you guys are sending to the sea, are these past mistakes. This is another blessing coming in, another healing thing that's coming in for you is healing these past mistakes. Sending that off to the sea, letting it go, purifying this from your energy so you can focus on thriving. So this may have held some of you guys back, is maybe you're trying to take care of a past financial mistake that you made. For some of you with this mistakes card, this feels like maybe possibly credit scores, credit cards. You guys are really trying to get your finances together now. Maybe you're trying to get more serious about your finances. Maybe you're trying to get your own place. Maybe you're trying to get approved for a loan or a car or a mortgage or a house, or maybe you're trying to move and you're really trying to do things on your own, be a little bit more independent, possibly financially. And so you're really working on healing those past mistakes, or this is something that you start doing in July, is working on those past mistakes, working on your credit, working on paying off certain bills, paying off certain loans, paying off certain creditors, could be something like that. Any sort of past mistakes is definitely getting healed in July, or you're starting the healing journey for any sort of financial decisions, financial mistakes you may have made in the past, which is a huge blessing. Hold on, something else that come through. The office is underneath the deck. Something else that come through for mistakes. Now I don't remember it. Maybe it'll come to me later. Anyways, underneath the deck we had here the office. Think of the greater good than oneself to achieve a better outcome. Consider careers in administrative or management roles. Manage your time better and or delegate tasks to be more productive. Yeah, you guys are going to thrive. You're not just going to be productive. Y'all ain't just going to be producing. You're going to be winning. You're not just going to be productive. You're going to be thriving. So there's like a big difference there. Let's see. Let's get some self-care, sacred self oracle cards. So we have here, the law of attraction is a powerful tool to assist you in manifesting all of your innermost desires. Script out your dreams, design a vision board, or spend time meditating on your desired outcomes. Like always, attracts like. Okay, so these cards here are a message from your soul, from your higher self. And so it's definitely trying to tell you that right now, law of attraction is a very powerful tool for you to assist you in manifesting what you want to manifest. Like I was talking about with your King of Swords right here, you're a lot more direct. You're a lot more able to direct and sort of concentrate your energy where you want to concentrate it. For some of you, maybe you want to heal past financial mistakes and decisions. For others of you, you want to heal, or you want to get more security out of unreliable financial situations. Maybe some of you have been working for certain places where you were getting paid under the table, or there was something unreliable possibly about your career, your job, your money. It's like being worried about the future. There's something here that wasn't as reliable, and you're trying to get more secure in your finances. This is your higher self and your soul saying, talk to your money, talk to your career, talk to the universe about getting more secure, because there's something here where you guys have sent something to the sea. And it could be even an idea, an old paradigm about being okay with money being unreliable, or about being okay with the fact that it's just like, oh, I made these mistakes in my 20s and now I'm paying for it in my 30s or my 40s and my 50s with my credit and stuff like that. And it's like, you've sent that idea to the sea. You've sent this idea of struggling to the sea. You're not normalizing that shit anymore. And you're saying, no, that's going to the sea. I want to thrive. I am sick of struggling. I am sending that idea, that paradigm, that belief that it's difficult to get money or it's normal to struggle. I'm sending that out to the sea. And now what I'm calling in is thriving. So there's a massive shift here in even your finances and in your mundane realm. And that was just a message from your higher self, from your soul. Let's get another message from your Soul, and it says there is a romantic love, whether in your life now or arriving in the future, that is very divine and spiritual. It is meant to flow easily and naturally and bring happiness, abundance, and growth into your life. Yeah, like it said over here with true love, past life relationship, and even reconciliation. And underneath the deck here says, dare to adventure outside of your comfort zone. This is a time of expansion, new opportunities, and doing things that you have always held back on. There's no more time to waste. Get out there and explore. So get out there and explore. Have fun doing it. Because you guys are definitely, you're in the wavelength that you have set yourself to now, or the frequency that you have been calibrated to, is one of thriving and effortlessness. No more even like struggling to make money, struggling to make ends meet. And I mean struggle as in like you might make like a lot of money, but your job may be ridiculously demanding. You may stress a lot about your job. It may be very difficult for you to keep up with the demands of your job or something like that. It may be a lot of hours that you have to put into it. And so this is about things coming more effortlessly. It's not even necessarily about how much money you make, but even if you want to make more money, you're about to be doing that, thriving over here. This is about it being effortless though as well. So not having to work so hard, like back-breaking work in order to make ends meet, in order to make good money. That's wild. King of Swords is like, where there's a will, there's a way, like I said earlier. And King of Swords is all about working smarter and not harder. Maybe the King of Pentacles is into like, oh, I don't mind putting in a little bit of work. Maybe the King of Wands is here for it, but not the King of Swords. The King of Swords is like, I'm straight. I'm good. I'm good on that. The King of Swords is the type that's like going to create like an app or something so he can get shit done. So he doesn't have to work as much. He'd rather use his brains and his logic more. Let's see, let's get a ritual card for my pile threes. What ritual is calling my pile threes this month? Okay, so we have here focus, like this King of Swords, and it says purpose, to find your true north. You guys, I'm gonna freak out. What? It says to find your true north. And I mentioned in your pile earlier, there's been a successful transaction between your north and south node energy. And it says right here, oh my God, the first thing that it says, to find your true north. True north can allude to the north node, because we call it that in astrology as well. That is so creepy. Okay, anyways, and then underneath the deck here we have deep sleep. So getting some more rest as well. Like I said, not having so much demand put on you and on your mental and on your physical anymore. Being able to really sleep, really rest, and make a good amount of money without having to work so hard to get it, or without putting yourself in certain positions. Some of you guys are sick of taking certain risks as well, physical risks. I don't know if like you guys have a job that is a little risky or a little dangerous, but some of you guys are like, I don't want to keep risking my health or my body or my life at this job. It could be a very risky job that you're at, a dangerous job. Like maybe it's like military or something and you're trying to figure out how to get out of it so you can maybe be home more, or I don't know, but it's like some of you guys as well. I don't know if some of you work high up in the air too. Like you know how there's like window washers on like skyscrapers? I saw like a vision of somebody like working up in the air. I don't know if maybe you just work on like a top floor or something, but something about it felt unsafe. I don't know. Take it if it resonates. Anyways, what this card says here is to find your true north through an overcast sky, to remember you already know the way, beautiful, to shine your heart beacon through the darkened woods. Carry this card. It says history and lore. Vision quests are ancient, intense practices amongst several Native American tribes, from sweat lodges to deserts to mountaintops to ingesting plants to enhance lucid visions and messages. These rituals of initiation can be performed to hearken the threshold of maturity, or to seek the truth through connections with the Great Spirit, with the cosmos, and ultimately the individual. They are carried out with specific intent, some of which focus on the betterment of the individual for the betterment of humanity. Tools here says yourself, your strength, your conviction, and your natural power is all you need. Ritual instruction says get clear on what you want to bring into focus, get clear in your motivations for seeking this truth. Now clear some time. A weekend may work best. Go to a personal sacred space, whether it be in nature or simply in seclusion. Silence all electronics. Let loved ones know that you will be sojourning for your chosen period of time. If in nature, bring the essentials for sustenance and shelter. Once your sacred space is set, sit in silence, in communion with yourself, with your guides, with the universe. Setting the intention here says, I am receptive to the clarity and truth of the universe. I am open to receive the answers to my questions. I am willing to follow the wisdom of the higher spirit. I commit to trusting the illumination. I am gifted. So that is your ritual for the month. And now the final cards that I'm going to pull here is just some intuition cards. Now, I'm not going to be interpreting these. This is for you to interpret. So you can think of 3 concerns or 3 questions or 3 things that you're wondering about. And I'm going to pull 3 different cards. And you can use these cards or not to answer any sort of specific question or concern that you may have about your life, about July, since we're in the season of Cancer. And this is a season of the High Priestess, which is all about our intuition. So anything that you may need help with clearing up on your intuition, we'll use these cards to do. So take a deep breath and focus on those questions. Card number 1 is choose a new direction. Card number 2, this is a sign. Ooh, we have 4 came out for you. You're going in the right direction. And then reconsider also came out. Underneath the deck is not the right time. And pile 3, this is all that I'm saying for you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I'm going to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, pile number 4, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards here, and then I'm going to be pulling some additional oracle cards on camera to see the blessings that this month of July, as well as Cancer season, has in store for you. So let's just get started. Oh yeah, and before I forget, happy birthday to all my Cancers, early birthday to all my Leos as well, and happy late birthday to any of my Geminis. So let's get started. Very first card that we have for you is the 9 of Swords. Getting some anxieties and concerns addressed this month for sure. Then we have here the Death card. Yeah. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you guys are getting some possible help or assistance when it comes to maybe grieving or your mental or emotional health. When it comes to concerns and anxiety, that's definitely getting addressed this month. But pile 4 as well, this is like a blessing in disguise month for you too, especially with the 6 of Pentacles over here in reverse. And blessing in disguise, as it keeps coming up for a few of the piles today so far. But it's the 6 of Pentacles in reverse topping everything off for me. So the 9 of Swords is the card of anxiety, stress, mental anguish, so much that she cannot even sleep at night anymore, right? So it's a metaphor for her mind or mental state, never being able to rest, relax, pause, calm down, or even sleep. Like she cannot take a break from whatever it is that she's worrying about. And even resting for her is stressful. Death is the card of release, surrender, transformation. So whatever you were worried about leading into July, you will not be worried about leaving the month of July. Some sort of fear, paranoia, anxiety, or doubt really gets put to rest in July with this Death card. And the 9 of Swords came out as the root of the problem card in the Celtic cross spread that I did on the Saturn retrograde energy in the next 5 months, what we can expect. I did that reading over on Patreon like a few weeks ago, and it was a really intense, detail-oriented reading. A lot of messages came up with that for the conscious collective. And what I mean by the conscious collective are just people on a conscious journey. So that's the collective that I'm always reading for. But yeah, there was like some really interesting messages that came up, especially about how Saturn retrograde is focused on lightening our hearts, because our hearts have gotten very heavy from just past painful experiences. And so basically the Saturn retrograde is really concentrating on removing that density from our heart chakra, our heart area. So clearing blockages, whatever sort of heavy emotions or experiences are still kind of sitting there and sitting with us, that's what's being purged, basically. That's what Saturn retrograde is focusing a lot of its energy on. And so this Nine of Swords, it came out as the root of the problem card in that Celtic cross spread. And it's interesting showing up in your pile because it's showing up in your pile as a blessing. So I feel many of you in this pile have been dealing with possibly a concern or a health crisis that keeps coming up for a long time, and it's just compounded over months and months and months, and it's chipped away at your ability to sleep, to rest, to be present. It ate away at your quality of life. There's something about this Nine of Swords that is signifying that it could be a chronic issue. So this is something that keeps popping back up over and over and over again. I'm also seeing concerns surrounding education. Why? I don't know. I'll see if anything comes up later, if they explain that to me a little bit more, if the oracle cards bring it up a little bit more. But yeah, this issue gets resolved. All of them get answered with death. Some of you may be worried about, I just heard something with your tuition, probably like the cost of school or something like that. Maybe worried about being approved for, what are those called? Like maybe like a school loan or scholarship or something, and being worried about, oh my gosh, like, is this going to dash my educational plans or my educational dreams if I can't pay for this, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse over here, because Six of Pentacles in reverse definitely talks about a lack of money, a lack of help. And so the fact that this is showing up in your pile, and I'm reading your blessings specifically for the month, this is talking about that being addressed. The fact that you maybe don't have help or you don't have the resources because you're really trying to transform your life with this death card right here. And it's like, however it is that you're trying to transform your life, like let's just say, for example, you're trying to improve your health because maybe there is a chronic health issue, right? But it's like maybe your insurance doesn't cover it, or maybe you don't have the amount of money that it takes to go to a specialist or a specific type of doctor or something like that, right? So it's like the resources weren't there. Maybe the doctor that you need to see lives a far way away, and it's like you have to travel, and what about work? And that's going to mess with my ability to get the care or the help or whatever it is that you may need. And so it's like wherever the resources were getting in the way of you being able to transform yourself and your life, and whatever this Nine of Swords situation is that you are trying to transform, that is exactly what's being addressed in July, and that is exactly where this extra sort of help is coming in at, or assistance, or there's certain sort of opportunities opening up where you're going to be able to get exactly what you want, and that transformation is not going to be stopped, it's not going to be hindered, it's not going to be delayed. Death is an extremely forceful card because think about it, death we cannot negotiate with. It comes when it wants to come. We can't say, wait, I had dinner plans tonight, like, can you do this another time? It just doesn't work that way, right? So death is a very forceful card from that respect, and death is a card of transformation. It's ruled by Scorpio, the 8th house. This is Mars, Pluto energy. So this is about forceful, intense transformation that cannot be negotiated with. So whatever was getting in the way of your transformation, this death card is here to say this transformation is not going to be hindered, disrupted, interrupted, stopped. It's not happening. No matter what forces you've been dealing with or trying to work with, trying to figure out a way like, okay, how can I still make this, and this happen without X, Y, and Z? Death is coming in to really neutralize the entire situation and say, like, the transformation is happening either which way. There's no stopping it. So there's no reason to worry anymore. And this is why your concerns and your anxieties, whatever it is that you're worried about, this Nine of Swords, that is getting addressed to the point that this transformation is just going to come in and kind of handle all of those concerns for you. So this issue gets resolved. All these things get answered with death, because there's one area that is causing all of these concerns in your life. So for example, let's just say like at work, there's issues with management and hours and schedules and coworkers, and it bleeds into other areas of your life with this Nine of Swords. July is blessing you, not by dealing with one problem here and another problem there. No, July blesses you by taking you out of that fucked up equation entirely and placing you in a completely different environment or at a completely different job. Some of you have been doing something short term as well just to get by. I'm seeing that get blessed with some sort of longevity. So for example, someone takes because there's it's not necessarily your physical health. For some of you, it could be. They just correct your spiritual team. Whoever that was just correct me. So thank you. It's a chronic spiritual condition. So this is something, because what they were showing me was like, there may be a bunch of little areas in your life that you would love to transform and fix. And it's like when you fix one thing over here, something else breaks over there. And it's like this energy around you, or it could have been your own soul or spirit that just is very tired with this Nine of Swords right here of fixing one thing, and then in the middle of fixing that one thing, something else goes awry. And it's just, you're just sick of that, being on that hamster wheel is what they literally just showed me. So what I'm actually seeing is this death card transformation comes in to just wipe out everything. It just like completely wipes out everything. Neutralizes everything. Neutralizes was the right word for your death card specifically in this pile 4. So you don't have to keep worrying about this over here, that over there. Okay, I got this fixed over here. Now let me go to tend to this over there. And then when you're over here focused on this thing over here, something else happens back over there. And it's like you're sick of that. You want to be able to fully rest, because it's like you're always having to be on alert, on go. So yeah, it's like this in this constant state of crisis, and that's the chronic condition that's around your energy that is being healed in July specifically. So there could even be like a contract that comes in offering you more money. So anything that you have felt like you've been jumping from one place to another place, it could be with your living situation, your health, your job, your finances, a relationship. That is where more security and consistency is coming in at. Pile 4 with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse right here. And this reversal is talking about, again, longevity, curing this 9 of Swords energy, because it was like there was even quick pace energy with solutions. So it was like you would solve something, but that solution wouldn't last for long before you needed to go fix something else. So there's even longevity coming to your solutions that I'm seeing here. 6 of Pentacles is very charitable, but many charities cannot or do not have the means, right, to continue helping the same person over and over and over again for the rest of their life, right? Like someone driving you to work every day, for example, just because you don't have a vehicle, more than likely they can't take you to work forever, right? So it's like July would solve that issue by blessing you with your own means of transportation, your own vehicle. So there's more ownership in July for you as well, pile 4. Wherever you depended on help is where you are getting blessed with your own. You're getting blessed with independency. You're getting blessed with this like self-sufficiency with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This is what a lot of my pile 4s kept worrying about. How do I get on my own 2 feet? How do I stand up on my own 2 feet and stay standing? How do I bring longevity into a situation where it's like I can depend on this income coming in? I know for a fact that I'm going to get paid on the 1st or the 15th of the month, and it's going to be more than what I need for my bills and for my life and my lifestyle and whatever it is that I need or want. So it's like you guys are really worried about, okay, I figured that out for this month, but next month, like rent is still due 4 weeks from now, and I have to be worried about how I'm going to pay that rent, in the next month from now. So it's like you might figure out, okay, I paid rent in like July, but I'm worried about August rent, and so it's like there's longevity coming to those concerns where you don't have to keep living like paycheck to paycheck, month to month. That's done in July. And make sure that when this happens, pile 4, that when you get blessed with this longevity, I don't know how else to describe it besides like longevity or security, I should say, security. When this security starts coming in for you, because I'm seeing this coming in July for my pile 4s. So when this security starts coming in for you, make sure that you give back just a little bit with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, pile 4. If there was someone that looked out and gave you a ride to work for a couple of months, just an example, make sure that you look out for the next person if they need a ride to work a couple of times, or if they need like, if they call you and they're like, oh, I need like a ride to go pick my kids up or wherever, like make sure you look out if you can, because what's funny here is I'm seeing you go from victim to victor in a lot of ways, or from scarcity to security in so many different ways. And this death in the Six of Pentacles is the universe saying, we are going to put someone else on your path soon after you get on your own feet. And it's the universe is looking for you to give back a little bit, to keep this kind of flow energy going, and to keep it open. Because for some of you, you've been wanting to help or give back, and you consider it a blessing to be a blessing, to be able to be a blessing to someone else. And it's your turn to be that with this reversal. So for others of you, like I said, it's your time to go from scarcity to independent and secure. And that definitely happens in July. But just make sure that for sure you're giving back when this starts to happen. Let's get some oracle cards for you here. See what other blessings are coming in for you this month. We have no place like home. So this could even be your own home coming in July, pile 4. If you guys have been jumping around from place to place, yeah, I did mention that in your Nine of Swords, then this is your own home. And this is why that saying exists, that there's no place like home, because there's honestly, what we're saying with the saying, no place like home, is like, there's no place like my home. There's no place like my sacred space, my territory. And there's no better feeling than being able to procure your own home and to be able to procure your own security. And so this is definitely security coming. Like, a home is all about security, right? It's a safe haven. And so wait, what's under the deck? We have Loyal Heart. I'm going to keep shuffling though for one more. Hold on. Go the distance. Okay, so this is also too you guys being able to finally complete something as well. Yeah, we do have the Death card right here with Go the Distance. There was something that you wanted to finalize. You weren't able to finalize probably because of all these other distractions with this Nine of Swords right here. Underneath the deck, we have here Fork in the Road. Yeah, you guys may have been stuck at a fork in the road for a while. That is something where it's like in the month of July, you're going to finally be able to get going, and not just get going, but actually finalize it. So this could have even been like some sort of a fork in the road or some sort of interruption when it came to securing your own home, your own place. So yeah, this, like I said, this Death card is neutralizing everything, where it was like wherever there were like little wherever it was like whatever was getting in the way of you being able to make this complete transformation, that is where you're really going the distance in July, and you're going to be able to actually put this behind you with this Death card here. Go the distance, no place like home. You're going to be able to finally put this behind you and not have to worry about it anymore. So that's why I was seeing chronic conditions for you, but it's more so energetically. It's not necessarily physically. Now, you may deal with some physical chronic health issues, and a lot of it, now I'm not a doctor, okay, so please don't take this as like medical advice, but I'll just say it like this: it's connected to that chronic energetic thing happening within your vibration too. So that's why these things will manifest. Whatever goes on with our energy, it manifests into the physical. The physical and the metaphysical are synonymous. So whatever happens in the metaphysical, it ends up bringing results into the physical. And so that's what's happening here. And so, yeah, there's a big ending coming to a long-standing, like, chronic situation. That's really good news, though. Let's see, I didn't really pick up anything for relationships, but I'm just going to shuffle some cards for romantic relationships, since I've been doing it for each pile today. Let's see, blessings with pile 4's love life. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Okay, so for some of you, my pile 4s, your relationship is getting a second chance as well. This is you guys being able to work on your partnership, maybe being able to focus on working on that partnership and working on that connection. Maybe you didn't have that help before. Underneath the deck here, we have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yeah, this is what's happening. You guys are allowing the relationship to almost save itself. So for some of you guys in pile 4, you don't really have to necessarily worry about your relationship anymore either. And this is really good news, because this means that for my pile 4s that maybe felt like you were carrying the whole relationship on your back, or maybe trying to heal the relationship on your own. First of all, you need to focus all your healing energy on you. And second of all, this is why you're in a partnership, if you're in a relationship, is so you don't have to do everything on your own. And so this is about your partner also as well, kind of meeting you halfway and being like, yeah, let's give this a second go. Let's give our relationship a chance. Let's work on things. And this happens naturally. This is not something that you guys are forcing. This is something that is like, the timing is natural, is what it feels like. And you guys naturally come to this same place where you're like, yeah, let's get to the destination. Let's get to the finish line together. And yeah, it's like it's a collaborative effort, which is really good news. Because like I said, you guys, you need to focus on your own health anyways. So this is really good news. Oh no, wait, let me pull from here. Let's see what other blessings pile 4 has in store for July. Okay, it's too many cards, but I'm just going to show you anyways. We have here courage, going forward, trust, yeah, and stillness. I like getting one card. Hold on. Okay, so we have here release, gateway, community. So this could even be your community coming through and helping you out in some way, or you getting a blessing from your community. I don't know why, but the community card almost looks like a lottery win. I don't know if some of my pile 4s play the lottery. Some of y'all might win something with a lottery. It's almost like gambling. I don't know if you guys do sport betting. You know, I actually won. What did I bet on? This was like a couple of months. Was it a couple of months ago? I don't remember. It was like the basketball game. What is that called? Oh yeah, the finals. I bet $20 because I was like, I'm only gonna bet when I'm okay with like losing. And literally Steph Curry was like one shot away from me turning $20 into like $800, and I lost it, right? And then like the next game came on a few days later in the finals, and for some reason the company that I use the sports betting in, they gave me like this complimentary $200, and I used it, and I was like, oh fuck it, yeah, I'll use it, see what happens. And I actually ended up turning that free money into like $2,400 with this community card. I don't know why I'm seeing you guys like win a lottery, or win a gamble, or win like what's that other thing called? Not like a lottery, what is that called? Like a raffle. I don't know, it's like something. You guys may be winning something in July, pile 4. Oh, focus was underneath the deck, but these two flipped over. We have release and gateway, but let me try to get one more. I don't know why I'm saying that with community, but you guys might win something. That's so odd. Okay, let's see. Ooh, came out again. Gateway. Okay, yeah. So this is an opportunity. Gateway is an opportunity. Gateway is definitely underneath the deck. We have pleasure. See, so this is totally this 9 of Swords energy getting transformed, flipped around from stress to pleasure. Yeah, because you're finally able to really put this behind you with go the distance. Gateway. Gateway is the opportunity to finally be able to put this whole nightmare. It's been a nightmarish ordeal with this 9 of Swords. You're able to put all of this behind you. Let's get some career and work cards for you. Career and work blessings. Say yes to the things that you think you cannot do. So whatever it is that you think can't happen, will happen in July. Whatever you think cannot happen, look, next level. You're either about to take your finances to the next level, or it's time that you do. If your finances have not improved yet, you can be certain that they will soon. There's a chance of something extra in the air. I'm telling you guys, some of y'all are about to win some sort of a lottery. I don't know. It's like something like that. And then we have motivator, and it says there is a skill you possess that needs to be shared with the world. Consider career in coaching, speaking, lobbying, activism, or mentoring. You may be in need of motivation yourself or needing inspiration. This is your motivation, pile 4. Okay? Like, it's up to you to, if you resonate with this reading or not, with this information here or not. And like, this is the inspiration. This is the motivation. Like, you guys have a massive transformation happening in July. The exact things that you think won't happen will happen in July, which is why this card came out. The things that you think you cannot do, say yes to. And then underneath the deck here, we have investment. Oh, maybe this is what this is. Maybe you guys invested in something a while ago and you haven't gotten like, you haven't received like a payout from it, like a return from that. And so with community, maybe that's why I'm seeing some sort of like a lottery, because it's like this just random like ding, 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 like you hit it, like you won. I don't know. But it says here, finances are looking good and growing. This is a great time to invest. Set a strong foundation and you will see the fruits of your labor. I'm going to leave this out for you as well. Okay, let's get a couple of cards from your soul. Higher self for July. Okay. It says here, showing your vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Be expressive with your emotions, and don't be afraid to say how you feel. Someone cannot return the same to you. That's a reflection of their own fear. Yeah, like I said, this is about if you're in a relationship, and it doesn't just have to be romantic relationships that I pulled these romance cards for. You can take it if that applies to your romantic relationships, but basically, that's me. But basically, this is the second card here, you guys. But basically, what I was saying, like it said right here in this card, showing your vulnerability is a strength, right? So let go of control issues. Stop trying to control how you come off to your relationship. So these romance cards can actually be there. It's not just about romantic relationships. It's about all your connections, all your relationships, in case you're not in a romantic connection. This could be with friends or family if you find yourself dealing with these sort of issues within any of your other relationships. So take these romance cards here, these relationship cards, as they resonate. But like it says here, don't be afraid to say how you feel. If someone cannot return the same to you, that's a reflection of their own fear. And this is what I was talking about with this give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. I'm actually seeing two people equally put in the same amount of work instead of just you putting in all this work, because that's what I was saying earlier about a partnership. Like, your partner is there for a reason. Best believe relationships are transactional, and not in terms of monetary gifts and items, but in terms of I am here, I bring something to this connection, and I'm expecting your ass to bring something to this connection too. Otherwise, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, if you're the one that's just been investing all of your time, energy, and efforts into this relationship and your partner isn't, you're not getting a return on investment. That transaction, it's like paying $20 for your meal, but the food never shows up. What's the point? You know? So this is about your relationships feeling very equal, not necessarily transactional, because I know that a lot of people get freaked out by saying relationships aren't transactional. But in my eyes, yes, the fuck they are. I've got expectations, but that's just me. But okay, let's see. The other card here says, remember that you have the free will to create or be anything that you want to be. You can either use this for your benefit or your detriment. The world is your oyster and the possibilities are limitless. Spread your wings and fly. This is about believing and recognizing the fact that your world is limitless. And this is something that you're going to see as well in the month of July. And so these are messages specifically from your soul, what your soul wanted to say to you. Just about making sure that there's equal give and take in your relationships, for sure. Because like I said, a lot of my pile 4s, you guys need to focus on you right now in terms of healing something or something like that. And so you don't have time to be, the extra time and energy that you do have, it doesn't need to go into a situation where there is two people present. It is okay to hand over a little bit of, it's okay to hand over some of this crisis to the people in your life that care about you, to your partner, to your friends, to your family. It's okay to lean on them. Underneath the deck here, it says, it is time for you to be uniquely for you to be uniquely and proudly yourself, regardless of any perceived societal standards or norms. Do not try to squeeze yourself into a box that doesn't fit your outline. Be you. It sounds a lot like this card down here that says, remember that you have the free will to create or be anything that you want to be. You can either use this for your benefit or your detriment. The world is your oyster. So that, again, that same message is coming through. Just really believe in the power of you, the power of self, and what you're able to do. Let's get some rituals for you, since we are in the season of Cancer. So we have here, look at what came out for you. Empowerment. Believe in the fact that this transformation can and will happen, pile 4. Underneath the deck, we have grounding. Deep sleep was sticking out right there. But underneath the deck, we have grounding. So let me read empowerment for you. It says purpose. When listlessness engulfs you, when doubt surrounds you, 9 of Swords, when you need to reach the summits of your heart and soul, entrust your intention to this card. It says mountains represent power, spiritual strength, emotional balance, and clarity. Open heart surgery. The mountains stand tall and strong, offering you a place to leave the weight of the mundane, daily grind behind. As you immerse yourself in the immense power of their natural grandeur, you, like the ground that supports these majestic giants, are transformed. The tools here says 1 or more glorious mountains. If physically traveling to a mountain is not possible, an image of a mountain is a worthy substitute. The ritual instructions here says climbing a mountain to its summit is one of the most powerful spiritual natural rituals you can ever perform. Oh, wow, climbing a mountain to its summit. Yeah, I'm good on that though. I ain't climbing my ass nowhere. I don't like heights. But it says whether you let me stop inserting my own fears into this card. It says whether you got a favorite mountain range that you already frequent, one you want to explore, or simply have one of these natural wonders to focus on. The point to this practice is to immerse yourself in the clarifying, empowering energies of these epic phenomenons of nature. Realize how long these formations have been here and how long they will be here. Understand the trials and tribulations they have endured, and yet they still stand. Like what I was saying with you in this 9 of Swords over here. And so it's like this chronic thing you keep dealing with, and you keep doing what you can, putting this fire out over here, then putting it out over there. You're doing what you can. And so it's like, it says here, allow a higher perspective to permeate your psyche. Allow the inherent purity and light that pulses through this ground to also pulse through you. Allow all of the power of the mountain to flow through you, leaving you lighter, stronger, and ready to face the world once again. Setting the intention says the mountain is me, and I am the mountain. I am strength. I am power. I'm able to move any mountain because I am the mountain. So you guys can also work with images of mountains and stuff like that. Thinking of mountains and stuff like that if you'd like to. So you guys can work with like the images of mountains and stuff like that. If you're like me and you don't like heights. But there is something about the images of mountains that definitely will help you in terms of empowerment in the month of July as well, pile 4. So don't listen to me when it comes to my fear of heights. Y'all might be good with it. Okay, let's get, so these cards here that I'm shuffling are basically intuition cards since we are in the season of Cancer. Cancer rules the moon, the high priestess. Cancer being ruled by the moon means that it rules our subconscious emotions, instincts, and intuition. So basically, when we are in a season like Cancer, our intuition can feel a bit confusing, actually. For some people, it could clear up a lot. For others, it could make our intuition even more difficult to understand or to interpret. So I'm just going to pull up 3 cards right here. So you can think of or ask any 3 questions that you want in your head. And I'm going to shuffle these and we'll take these. And these cards are for you to interpret. I will not be interpreting these cards. It's for you, specifically you, your spiritual team, and higher self to interpret in terms of your 3 questions or concerns. If you don't have any 3 questions or concerns, then just sort of, you know, maybe later on in the month, you may have some questions or concerns and these cards may provide an answer later on. Okay, so start breathing. Okay, so you can take some time to breathe and focus on those questions. I'm going to start shuffling. Very first card is let go. It's a lot like this let go over here, let go of control issues. Then we have here the second card, not the right time. 5, listen to your intuition for card 3. Underneath the deck, choose a new direction. Pile number 4, thank you guys so very much for tuning in. This is all that I'm seeing for you guys. I'm going to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, pile 5, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards right here. Then I'm going to be pulling some additional oracle cards on camera to see the blessings that this month of July, as well as Cancer season, have in store for you. So let me also say this, because I've said it for every pile. Happy birthday to my Cancers. Happy early birthday to my Leos. Happy late birthday to my Geminis. And let's get started. Very first card that we have for you here is the Two of Wands in reverse. Then we have the Four of Cups upright. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles upright. And then the Seven of Wands also upright. 7 is a significant number for you this month, pile 5. As well as 2, pile 5, one of the blessings coming to you this month is a do-over. That's what I'm seeing. There was something that you wished you had more time to maybe look over or to work on or to plan for, or you wish you had more time with something before submitting or finalizing it. There's something that you keep pondering on as well with the Seven of Pentacles over here. And it's like something might be done already with the Seven of Pentacles, but you don't believe in it as much with this Four of Cups. You're wondering if it's as good as you think it is. You're wondering if it's as good as someone else's possibly, so there could even be a little bit of comparison here. The blessing coming in for you is a delay though, actually. And this delay is going to give you time to really put some high quality energy and effort into whatever you are planning and working on. So this delay is going to give you that extra time that you wanted or needed to feel way more confident about you or a project that you are into. But it's not limited to just that. So this delay is coming in wherever, pile 5, you feel like you needed extra time with something or someone in order to feel more confident about the next step. So another blessing that kind of ties into this one that I mentioned earlier is the second chance, more so like a do-over. And I feel like you maybe hesitated somewhere before with this Two of Wands in reverse, this Four of Cups, this Seven of Pentacles, and then started second guessing yourself, which caused internal conflict with the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands feels like the call is coming from inside the house, you know, like it feels like it's looking at you. It feels like it's about you. In terms of internal conflict that you have been struggling with. Some of you guys are some of you pile 5, not maybe majority of you, but there's a few of my pile 5s here, a good chunk of you that are almost sick of yourself, sick of the infighting within yourself. You're sick of your own internal conflict. It's like you want to maybe feel a little bit more confident about something, but it's like you may have like this tendency to overthink a lot. And you even get to the point with yourself sometimes where you're just like, oh my God, come off it already. Like, come on. Are you serious? Like, why am I stopping myself again? Why am I dealing with these thoughts again? Or why am I second guessing myself? And so some of you guys are almost like even a little frustrated with yourself with the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands for me, it feels like internal fighting, internal conflict. That could be something that you're struggling with or have been struggling with. Some of you may have very strong Virgo, Mercury 6th house energy, maybe even Leo energy, because you really are a perfectionist. Your Mercury may be in Leo, your Mercury may be in Virgo, or your 5th or your 6th house natally. You work at your own pace though, so you don't miss any detail, because the details, you're a very detail-oriented person, and that is what differentiates you from the rest with this Four of Cups right here. And it's like, you know, or have this intuitive feeling that, hey, if I had more time, I would knock something out the park. Like, I would kill it. Like, it would turn out so good. It would be perfect if I just had a little more time, if I just had a little more help, if I just could work on this for a little longer. It's like you want some more time with something. I just keep feeling very strongly. And it's like you even know that for you, your strength is in focusing and refining and organizing the details. That's who you are with this Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Two of even Wands in reverse. Like, because Two of Wands is all about planning when it's upright. So it's like for you, maybe the first step feels a little bit off, and that's what kind of knocked off this whole production afterwards. Because it's like for you, that first step didn't feel right. It's almost like you didn't even like the rough draft. And you're still trying to like finalize the rough draft, and you're like, I wish I had a little more time on this this first draft, this first write-up, this first draw up, this rough draft. Like, I wish I had more time on that, because I'm not feeling even good about that first attempt. And I'm supposed to go back and basically refine a draft that I didn't even like to begin with. I don't know, it's weird. It's like there's some things you didn't like about step one. It's like you want more time at step one is what it feels like. I don't know. So yeah, you're getting that extra time, pile 5, help, support, resources, tools, whatever you need. Seven of Pentacles is bringing in the extra for you. So it's like an equal playing field between the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Specifically, pile 5, you guys have 7 blessings on its way to you in July. Some of these are coming through as solutions to these like small hiccups or like interferences or like bumps in the road that kind of pop up throughout this month. But the thing is that this Cancer season is a lot like a Mercury retrograde season. This is something that we talked about on Patreon with this Cancer new moon, because Cancer, where the sun is currently transiting right now, is currently hosting Black Moon Lilith. So Black Moon Lilith is in the sign of Cancer right now, in tropical timing. And Black Moon Lilith is the furthest point on the moon's orbit from planet Earth. And the moon is a satellite of planet Earth. The moon belongs to planet Earth. She orbits our planet only. When the moon is furthest away, that means that Cancer is the furthest point. The area of Cancer in the sky is the furthest point in the moon's orbit from the sun. And Lilith was, she was the mythological first wife of Adam, from Adam and Eve. And the reason why his first wife didn't work out was because she didn't want to be submissive to Adam. She wanted to be his equal. And so she was banished, legend will tell you she was banished from the Garden of Eden because she was just too damn unruly. That is why this Cancer season is a lot like Mercury retrograde season, because when we have these points or these cosmic objects that are kind of slow moving and they kind of stay in one sign for a long period of time, they have a way of shaping that sign, of shaping that zodiac sign, of shaping that energy. So this is not a normal Cancer season. This is Cancer season under the influence of Black Moon Lilith. And the reason that the sun, which is a very powerful star in astrology, is being influenced by the Black Moon Lilith point of orbit is because the sun only stays in one sign for a month, for 30 days. Black Moon Lilith will be in Cancer for about a year. I think a little more than a year. So this means that the sun is under the influence of Black Moon Lilith in Cancer. And this energy, Black Moon Lilith, she literally rules unruliness. She rules chaos. She rules disorder. She rules things not going to plan because she refuses to submit. So Black Moon Lilith is literally the wrench that gets thrown into some sort of order or plans, right? And organization. So this is why this can kind of feel like Mercury retrograde for you specifically, pile 5. So you guys may have some strong Cancer energy or something like that because you are totally tapped into disorder and things not going to plan in July. But pile 5, that is the very energy working to bless you in July. For you, these disruptions, this chaos energy is the energy helping you succeed the way that you want to succeed, because this is all about how you want to do something. You are literally taking on the energy of Black Moon Lilith and is saying, like, I'm throwing a wrench into these plans because I don't like the fucking rough draft. I don't like step 1. So I am not going to submit this. I'm not going to move forward with this. No, I'm not ready right now. I need an extension. I need to move this deadline. I need more time. I'm sorry. I know maybe I'm throwing things out of whack, throwing things out of order, throwing things off a schedule, but I'm going to do things decent and in order, my type of order. So this is you being very unruly in a way in July, but this is exactly what you need. This is why the 7 of Wands is here. This is you fighting This is you fighting maybe like that extension, that deadline, that schedule, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. You're kind of fighting those plans because you're like, I promise you I'm not ready, or this isn't ready. Something is not ready. Let me take my time to get something ready. And so for you, this disruption, this chaos energy is the energy helping you succeed. And like I said, it's helping you to win in the way that you want to win, because all of these cards here, they talk about you and what you want. Starting with the Two of Wands in reverse, this is all about your vision, your plans. The Four of Cups is all about being difficult to please or having very high expectations of yourself and comparing what you currently have to those expectations. The Seven of Pentacles is all about, what do I want to do with these results? How am I going to work with what is right here, right now? Seven of Wands is even you fighting with your own style and swag. So this is you literally having swag while you fight. This is basically conflict that you are in complete control over, because that's what the Seven of Wands stands for. If you want this, these 6 wands down here, if you want this, then you have to get through me, period. As the city girls would say, period, right? In other words, this chaos energy spurred on by Black Moon Lilith is pressurizing very specific situations for you in July that make you respond to your environment. So the idea here is applying pressure to coal and it becomes a diamond. That's the process that you were under in July, and it's really good news. Even though it's a bit pressurized, it's good news because this means that you're on the last stretch of your manifestation. This is divine pressure applied by divine timing and made into a diamond through your willpower. Whatever you are working on, it's not just you working on it. This is a collaboration with the universe, your spiritual team, God, your higher self, the cosmos. That's why your higher self has harnessed the power of this pressurized energy and has directed it at this very thing that you were trying to bring into fruition, or this very thing that you're trying to perfect. So your manifestation is coming. Do not forget that through the intensity of the chaos, though, because it can be easy for things to get so busy and so chaotic that you start thinking like, oh God, things are going wrong. They are not going wrong. So the intensity or the chaos, a busy schedule, you could totally be dealing with this month. This energy is getting a lot of things moving, though. That's why things are so... It seems like things are not working with you, and it feels like you have to almost fight at every turn. But it's not a bad thing. Like, it's a blessing. It sounds weird, but it's a blessing. And so, like I said, it's because this energy is getting a lot of things moving, right? And you will respond accordingly, productively, and appropriately. So whatever you are working on is already done and secured. It's just about making enough room, which this energy is using chaos to create. It's using chaos to create room for you. That's what I mean when I say chaos energy, by the way. I don't mean it as an evil thing. Creative feminine energy, dark energy, which is just feminine energy, is chaos energy, because everything comes from or is produced from that source. So it's a merging of death and life when we're dealing with feminine energy, chaos energy, creation energy. It's a merging of death and life, creation and destruction. It's a whole process when it comes to production and alchemy, turning one thing into something else. But it's a process because nothing is created or destroyed in this universe. So that means that we are literally just recycling energy and turning it into something else. And that is why that process is so freaking chaotic, is because it's like I'm taking one thing, deconstructing it so I can construct it into a new form. And so that's why alchemy can look and feel, and feminine energy can look and feel so chaotic. It can feel a little scary. It can almost feel like it's combative or conflicting, and it's not. What it is it's literally just kind of like seeds beginning to sprout. It's like a harvest you're about to reap. But that creation process is, again, it's chaotic. So you are in the flow despite the pressure, okay? Do not let the chaos convince you that you are being stopped or halted or restrained in any way. Chaos is your evidence that everything is falling into place and that you are flowing despite any hiccups. And it's a strange thing to think that flowing and these little breaks are the same thing. But for you this month, they are. They actually are, pile 5. So let's see. And like I said, 7 is a number for you, a very important number for you this month as well. And so we have here, look at the fucking card that came out for you, pile 5. I'm done with you. Chaos and conflict. This is what I've been talking about your whole reading. This chaos and conflict is literally here to like help you glitter, to help you shine. This chaos and conflict is literally, it's your magic wand. It's your magic wand in July. It's literally working for you. See, look, I'm not joking. This is how you guys know I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. Like, it's up to you if you want to believe it or not. But look, this chaos and conflict is blessing you. I'm not playing. I don't just be saying things just to say them. It might be sounding crazy what I'm saying. Sometimes I'm aware of how crazy I be sounding. Like, y'all just hold this amethyst, hold it up to your third eye, and you're just going to start seeing shit. Like, I get it. Like, us spiritual people can sound crazy as hell. Sometimes I hear the spiritual people talking, and I laugh my ass off because I'm just like, I know I be sounding just as crazy as that. Like, yeah, just go steam your yoni and you'll be fine. Underneath the deck, we have never-ending story. So yeah, this is what's happening. You're basically you're pulling from your energy right now. This chaos and conflict energy is really pulling from whatever has been happening, and it's literally alchemizing it, turning it into these blessings for you. This is very beautiful energy that you're working with. What next cards do I want to get? I mean, I'll pull some romance cards because I did it for every other pile today, but it didn't really come up for you. I feel like this is more so a month just about you. But let's just see what we get. And these don't have to be about your romantic connections. So in case you're single, you can take these cards as they resonate. So maybe these romance cards, they may sound like they fit more of like maybe like a family relationship or a friend or a business relationship. So just take it as it resonates. But let's just see. What was this? Let me just see. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Children may be, you may need to spend a little bit more time, not time with your kids this month if you have kids, but just be a little more attentive than usual possibly for that children card to come up. And we have a lot of chaos and conflict energy here. So like I said, you may be dealing with a very busy schedule. Just make sure that you're making as much time as you possibly can if you have children, like for your child, just to be a bit more attentive. It may feel a lot more daunting this month because like I said, I'm seeing my pile fives with very busy schedules this month. So you might not have as much time as normal. Just try to make it if you can. Let's see, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, this pile really feels like it's more so just about you guys. And this is what you guys are doing. Seven of Wands. You really are taking back control of your life. And then we have, what is this card here? Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So some of you guys, you've been calling in a soulmate or a romantic partner. Underneath the deck, we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So a lot of my pile fives, you guys are single or you've been trying to call in a soulmate for you. And it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be you trying to call in a soulmate in terms of like a friend soulmate or a business soulmate, because we can have a lot of different types of soulmates in our life. So let me grab these cards over here. What other blessings are coming to pile five? Enlightenment. We're also getting enlightenment for you. So there's enlightenment that's coming through this kind of pressure turning coal into a diamond situation. That is basically enlightenment. What I'm picking up with that is alchemy. Let's see, simplicity and standstill both turned over. But with simplicity, actually what I'm picking up with that and standstill is it's not going to take you a lot to alchemize this chaos and conflictive like energy. It's not going to take a lot for you to alchemize that. Let me get one. Okay, let's see. We have here, fulfillment and new beginning. Okay, maybe just two cards just want to come out. I'm trying to just get one card. But we have fulfillment and new beginnings also coming to my pile five. So it's another blessing coming to you guys. Let me just see if I can get one. If not, I'm just going to keep it moving. We have here protection as well. There is protection in this chaos and conflict. Don't worry, you're definitely protected. If you were worried about that, I forgot to mention that. You guys are protected. Like I said, this chaos and conflict, you are the master of this chaos energy. Don't be afraid of your own energy. You're protected. You're protected because this chaos and conflicting energy is you. Like I said, you're wielding it like a wand. So you don't have to be afraid of you. This is just your energy moving things around. Okay. Underneath the deck, again, stand still. So more meditation this month, you guys, if you can. if you can put aside a little more time for meditation, I know it's going to be a little crazy this month for you guys, but if you can set aside more time for meditation, it may really help bring more enlightenment to you, as well as too, with this standstill card, what I'm picking up is like, things make sense when you're standing still and looking at it. Now, when you're involved in it and you're in the middle of the fight, it doesn't necessarily make sense. You're just focused on the fight. But when you kind of stand still, you take on this like third person angle, this third person point of view, and you see how things are really working out in your favor, how this chaos and conflict is blessing you. Okay, let's see. Let's get, I don't know what that dog was. Okay, hold on. Let me focus. I wasn't focused. We have entertainer and unstable. So let me unstable, like this chaos energy. Yeah, so there's things really stabilizing in your life in July, but I'm going to shuffle for one. How's pile 5s? Finances and career being blessed this month of July. We have here media. It says, step into the spotlight and get seen. Do not allow your talent to go unnoticed. A career in television, radio, magazine, or any mass media job might be perfect for you. It might be time to get more publicity if you want to increase your finances. So you guys even have more publicity coming as well. Pile 5, this is really good. Like I said, this chaos and conflict is bringing you blessings. Like dead ass is bringing you blessings. It's bringing you engagement. If you guys are work in the media or work in the entertainment. Oh, we did get entertainment. Those 2 cards that fell out, right? It said entertainment. Let's get another one. We have here settling. Perhaps it's time to ask yourself if you're getting paid what you are worth. Do not settle for a dead-end job where you do not see any opportunity for growth. Though your money is stable, you are not making enough to keep you happy. Okay, like I said, you guys are being unruly. This is you guys being unruly and is saying, listen, I'm not settling. So you guys may be emboldened this month to go sit down with your boss and be like, listen, pay me what the fuck I'm worth, or I'm walking out of this, like I am clocking out. Like I'm not even gonna say a word. I'm just gonna clock out, pack my things, and I'm out, and I'm just done. So clock out is actually like a inside joke that I have with like a friend of mine where we just talk about like, yo, like I just clocked the fuck out. Like that was it. Just walked out, didn't say shit to nobody. I forget what movie I saw that in. Was it in, what movie was that? Was that The Joker with Joaquin? I forget his last name. I think it might have happened in that movie. Somebody like clocked out and just didn't say shit, and it was hilarious. But anyways, yeah, this is you guys being unruly, and it's saying no, that's not good enough. No, it's not good enough. Try again. I love this for you guys because you're really demanding it. Look, there is something better. This is why you guys are demanding it. This is why you guys are fighting like that, because you're like, no, there's something better. This is why you guys are fully in your chaos, Black Moon, Lilith energy this month, because you know for a fact there's something better. That's what Lilith was saying to Adam. No, I'm not going to submit to you. Yes, I will leave this Garden of Eden because there's something better for me. Lilith was a very rebellious character, but she was only rebellious, as we talked about over on Patreon. She was only rebellious because she inherited a world or an environment that didn't fit her. So she ended up looking rebellious to Adam. She ended up seeming problematic and challenging and combative to Adam because she wasn't willing to settle for what she was given for, or for what she was given. So this is totally you guys just like being tapped into that energy. Let's get a message here from your soul, higher self. Did one flip over? Or am I just... Oh, I'm tripping. All right. So let's see. So we have here... It says, bring some color and variety to your life right now. Work with color therapy. Spice up your routine, or pick up a paintbrush and a canvas. Replace the gray areas with bright hues. You're in need of a liveliness boost. Yeah, you guys are getting that. Because what this is telling me is that it's just going to be a very lively month for you. There's just going to be so many things going on. And so this can actually be a big blessing that's coming in, especially with this media card down here. This could actually be like a tower moment. That's like one of those good tower moments, because a tower is just like a surprise, and it kind of disrupts our normal. So it could just be like a tower moment coming in, and that's where all this chaos and conflict is coming in at, because it's like your literal normal is being disrupted, is being deconstructed so it can construct itself into a new normal. And so it says here, the second card that you have, flow like water moving down a gentle river right now. There is nothing you must do and nothing that you are being asked to change in your life. Relax, let go, and be more flexible in your way of thinking as well as being. Yeah. So with this flow like the water card right here, this ties a lot into the Seven of Wands, what I was picking up, where it was like all that internal conflict that's really getting addressed or getting healed in July. And so I'm seeing you guys, this message from your soul is saying, in July, you're going to learn how to really flow like water. And you're still going to be able to get what you want and not settle for things. So this is you guys being able to flow into your dark moon Lilith energy and being able to get results from that, really produce some results from that. Underneath the deck, we have the natural world has a wealth of knowledge and healing for you at this time. Explore herbal remedies, holistic health, and other ancient practices that have something to teach you. Touch the earth. And then let's get one final card here from your intuition, since we are in the month of Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon rules our intuition, instincts, emotion, subconscious, and sometimes it can be very difficult to understand the subconscious and our intuition. So let's see what we're getting. Look, what have I been talking about your whole reading? You guys are in your feminine energy. The ritual that came out for you is feminine fucking energy. Okay, purpose says, when you find yourself in need of sensuality, ferocity, spiritual connection, or receptivity, draw this card to ignite the fires of your divine inner feminine. It says, history and lore. This archetypal goddess of the feminine, Isis, has been, oh my God, Isis is set from Egypt. Anyways, it says, Isis has been honored as the woman of the women for ages. She represents returning to our innate healing abilities, magic, nature, and protection. She is the life force of the universe. When harnessed, her energy and wisdom breathe life, knowledge, deep meaning, and renewal back into our everyday lives. The tools here says objects and scents associated with Isis would be flowers that appeal to you. Lotus smells so good. Balsam, sweet orange, and/or sandalwood scents, oils, incense, candles, an Ankh symbol, likeness of the Madonna, and child, a bowl of milk. Oh, children did come up for you as well. And Aset was known as she was like the mother of ancient times, as well as Hathor too. So you guys may be very drawn to Hathor or Set, which are Egyptian goddesses. And it says here, ritual instructions: create a sacred space, an altar in your home, or a special spot in nature, wherever you feel most drawn. Arrange the tools that you have gathered by intuition. The more that you surrender to your inner knowing, the more powerful the arrangement will be. Enlightenment, flow, yes. And then this is also protection. So Aset is also protecting my pile fives too, with this protection card down here and her being mentioned. Sit with your altar and allow these gathered items to ignite a divine fire within you. Envision Isis and the attributes of the divine feminine that you wish to awaken within yourself, whether you are male or female. The feminine resides in us all, right? That is important to say. I forgot to say that in your reading. But it says, light your candles and incense and feel into the space, into yourself. Open yourself to the wisdom and knowledge that now flows freely through you. See the flames of your inner hearth rise, and with them, the healing sparks of life that will inform the quieted, ancient, powerful teachings of your heart. When you are ready, again, express gratitude for all that you have received and vow to share this knowledge with all those who need it. That is a powerful ass message for you, Pile 5, because I've been talking about you being completely in tune with chaos, divine feminine energy. Underneath the deck here, we have air. So some of you guys may have very strong air placements in your chart. That would be the 3rd, 7th, and 11th houses, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, as well as Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Uranus energy may be very, very strong for you this month, or very strong in your natal chart as well. Okay, so the next 3 cards I'm going to get here are just some intuition cards. I will not be interpreting these. These are for you to interpret. So basically, I'm just going to have you focus on 3 questions or concerns in your life for the month. You may not have those 3 questions ready right now, but just allow these 3 cards that come out to answer any sort of questions or concerns that may arise throughout the month for you. Since we're in Cancer season, the season and the sign of our intuition, actually it can make it a little bit more difficult to understand our intuition. It can clear it up for some people and make it more difficult for others. So that's why I decided to pull these intuitive cards. So again, I won't be interpreting these, but the very first card that came out is yes. I love that moon card here, or that moon symbol. get a second one. Second card for you, reconsider. The third card says not the right time. Underneath the deck, we have no. Okay, so pile 5, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I'm going to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys.